Hey YouTube, Sizzy here.
Hey guys, Isrin here.
Hey everyone, so I was literally just about to go to bed.
Hi, Scissorin here. Scissorin here with Scissorin here. Scissorin here with Scissorin here. Hi, Scissorin here. And welcome to my channel. Wow, that looks like my girlfriend. Sharks is the best one. Go away! Leave! I believe in Sharknado, and you should too. Vote Sharknado to go away! That says a lot. What? Act 1 Gauntlet will be held on Earth? Yes. Yes, it will. Oh my god! Nothing prepared me for that! So creative. Oh! Oh! We made so much money! Oh! Oh. Scripted! Scripted! That's our card! That's our community card! We made this! That is, oh my, this is the undisputed best axe in the game for duelist, for banquet, fucking banquet, holy shit. Oh. Hello. Hi. Hello. I'm Russ. How are you guys? Determine your LC build, determine a race, some friends to extract eater. Yeah, it should be pretty okay. I also suspect that there will be graphs that will shock for you, which will feel really good for that build. Don't know that for sure though. I haven't like watched the Ziggy video. Was there anything that shocked? Two different runs for the campaign for the build. Oh, nice.
For 58 months, Garth.
But there's no Uber race? Yeah, me too. I'm kind of glad that there isn't though. Hero, thank you for the 58 months. Had a good day so far. I've spent the day vomiting. Very hungover. What's the advantage of crop rotation? You get more of like one particular. Did you read the QA form? No. I'm gonna try to play more ads, Jets. We have no ads during stalling. Let me click it. We have to do it manually. Had that for a while. Failed to start commercial. Well, fuck me then. Fuck me. Somebody have a link to the Ziggy video. We thought of Trickster's Heartstopper Delirium 40% thing. I mean, I hate conditional defense. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that. I got into like this debate with this one guy for no reason. I shouldn't have even replied. But he was saying that for every ARPG start or every RPG lately and every launch, I've only been negative. And I was like, can you give examples of me being negative? And then he links videos where I'm only positive, like my last PoE2 video. And I'm like, did you watch the video you linked? I'm only positive in this video. And he's like, oh, you're not even gonna watch your own videos? And I'm like, happening. Classy, I should be able to play ads soon. These are
G'day,
people,
folks.
yeah, I know. And then he was like, "You also hated Titan Quest," and I looked up my Titan Quest video. What do you think the title of? Let's see, Scissorin Titan Quest. He was like, "You hated Titan Quest and shit on it the entire time," and then I'm like, "Look at the title of my Titan Quest video. This became one of my most anticipated ARPGs," and I'm just like, "What is this reality?" Crazy. Yeah, Mikos. Yeah, I enjoyed Titan Quest a lot. What is he talking about? Oh, some random on Twitter that I should never reply to. Maybe rage baiting AI? No. I don't know.
ZD here.
G'day,
On my
mate.
recent trip to the Grinding Gear Games Studios to host the Q&A, I had a few hours to try some hands-on with the new Keepers of the Flame expansion. Thanks to GGG for flying me out there. So let's roll
Maybe
up a witch
talkie.
and mess with the newly buffed wands as we explore Breach 2, along with the new grafts and crafts that it brings. And now won't you join me for a wander on the Breach?
Creatures from another world are invading Rayclast.
Surprise, surprise, once again, the Mudflats is
You
experiencing
get you mixed up with your doppelganger. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that would have made sense, that he's like got me mixed with another creator. And then, yeah, I don't know. He was so weird.
some new drama. We simply must attach a sentient arm from another
Oh,
dimension
nice,
to our
Stefan,
back if we
that's
want to
awesome.
continue.
Take this graft. It will meld with your essence and alter you, allowing you to wield our flame against the invading Hiveborn.
So she ends up
I'm gonna play another 3 minute ads right now, chat. So that we have 2 hours ad free. Hopefully, I can get one last before we start stalling. I don't like the DD spoilers. I would prefer if they weren't a thing. I don't know. I mean, it is nice and it isn't. It is cool to figure out a lot of stuff too, you know? So it's a bit of both. Yeah, stalling is in 12 minutes.
acting surprised that we survived after we do so. Classic.
Good. You survived the melding.
Kinda makes you wonder how many others didn't before us. But, you know, we've been shoving questionable things in ourselves in the quest for loot for over a decade now, so we're pretty much experts at it at this point. This first graft is just really a basic one
You
as a
can make it.
placeholder to let you interact with the new version of breaches. Areas of stabilized breach incursion where the breachlings are building fortifications. Thankfully, those fortifications are meaningless.
I'm a little bit worried about this. Like, I wonder if there's a way on the tree that we can force this not to spawn ever. Because I think this will be, like, if you're really, really blasting, I feel like it can be rough.
To us because the flames just automatically burn them away without even slowing us down. And this lets us clear a path to the center where we can call Ilith to destroy the breach. In classic PoE fashion, it's not unusual to get wrecked by the League mechanic.
Apparently it doesn't have real collision or something. Yeah. I get that.
In the mud flats.
I see how you're
That's
excited.
a new league right there. But the good news is you don't just seem to instantly fail the mechanic here. I was able to run back and keep fighting when this sort of thing happened.
Are you okay with me using the Zizaran likes furries clip for a meme? Probably not. I can't remember that.
You did it! You exposed the center! I can destroy this rift. I just need time. Defend me while I focus my will.
These fortified breaches give you a decision. How much wall do you burn away? Burning more means more attackers and more angles of attack to watch out for as well. But more kills does give you more graft blood and more loot, so there's your risk-reward element. And to help on top of that, there are various power-ups spread around the area that you can kind of unlock by burning walls around them, freezing enemies, shielding Ilith, and a few variations of ones that kill monsters. These can be pretty impactful, and in the harder breaches, you can save these for those last couple waves when the things get a bit spicy. After surviving this first tutorial breach, Ilith summons us to the Keeper's Temple to bring the horned skull that we found.
We can give this piece of the enemy to the Genesis tree to cultivate her growth.
You'll occasionally discover breach monster body parts like this, and they're one of two ways to unlock new parts of the Genesis tree and to give more passives to spend in it. The other way to progress is simply
Is the video volume low? Oh.
just to spend as much graft blood as you can, which you gather from each breach that
Right.
you close based on the kills that you get. The
I can't
Genesis
wait. We
tree
need a
lets you
pregnant
grow
emote.
gear, currency, uniques, and new grafts, those creepy back arms. Each sub-tree within it allows you to customize how
Yeah.
each of these things
rather
work
have
when you
them.
grow them, which I'll show more of that off later. But for now, we can simply put the growing womb gift in the Genesis tree to grow our first real graft. These have base types themed around one of the Breach Lords, a graft skill that they grant, and some random stats that affect either you or that graft skill. So I first get a Tull graft here, which means that it's cold
Yeah,
themed,
maybe usable now.
and it's got some chance to freeze
Only
and
the 9
projectile speed
minutes.
bonuses for me too. But the real boon here is that skill that it has. Falling Crystals. This arm is its own creature that lives on our back, and this one throws ice at any frozen or chilled enemies around us. That's quite creepy and cool. And I have to say, many of the grafts I tried were powerful and impactful while leveling too. They were actually pretty interesting to incorporate into my gameplay too. Like for this simple first one, this tile graph needs enemies to be chilled, so I made sure to pick up Frostblink and use it to maintain chill on enemies so that it would auto-attack them with its icicles for me. Later on, getting some cold damage from Herald of Ice lets me fully automate a tile graph like this too. So the skills have a set level, and there's a bunch of them to mess with, so you can and should be swapping them out pretty regularly as you go. And later
Just looking into. Yeah, you wouldn't do golden rule. You can't use golden rule for that. That's like, so on the current build, it's you do schizophrenic dissociation super early, but not once you're doing the later stuff.
on, you can use the Genesis tree to influence which graphs you tend to get once you figure out good matches for your build. So the graph skills are pre-scaled, and they don't
Not
scale
sure if it
with your
makes
stats. The arm is its own little independent thing. It's not you, which just makes it creepier. That's good because it means that attack graphs can still be used on your spellcaster builds and vice versa. But that's not really to say that you can't synergize with them. There'll definitely be some that will be better for certain builds. For example, a build that lowers enemy cold resistance would be better with a toll graft like this one that's doing cold damage. So as you may have noticed in the background, in addition to those fortified stabilized breaches that we encountered earlier, there are also these quote-unquote normal breaches. These are the unstabilized breaches that just work like old school breach, somewhat. Step into the flame and it opens briefly for you to fight breach monsters. The more you kill, the more it stabilizes and the longer it stays open. Eventually the idea is to stabilize it, it'll stay open until you fight like a boss or a big wave of enemies or something like that. But early on you aren't expected to stabilize these until somewhere about maybe halfway through the campaign, so don't stress about it too much early on. I think you'll just quickly pop them and get some kills for some easy graft blood,
I can't
and if
believe
it's a
it's
particularly
tomorrow.
juicy one, you can try and kill a bit more for better loot and the potential womb gift drops. So a quick note about these. In the footage, you'll see that I have to return to the original unstable breach hand location to loot, and that's not really ideal, didn't feel very good, so I'm happy to say that I was talking to GGG about this, that it was going to be a bit of a quality of life issue for players that would definitely get mentioned, and while making this video, they just confirmed that that's changing to drop on the player instead when the breach finishes, similar to how Delirium works. You love to see it, that preemptive quality of life buff. Good stuff. So it's 50-50 as to whether you get one of these quick unstable breaches or one of the more fortified stabilized ones in each zone. And very early on, the majority of your loot and progression in your Genesis tree does come from the fortified ones. The regular breaches picked up a lot in Act 3 and onwards, but the main thing is that the unstable breaches are just really quick to do. You just step on them, kill some monsters, and run and scoop up a little bit of free graft blood and maybe some loot if it was a juicier one. Now, when you first start gear crafting the Genesis tree at the beginning of Act 1, it's about what you'd expect with crafting random rare gear. You will get some good items that most of the time aren't the item type that you need, so you can't use them. But that's where the tree nodes come into play as you progress, and pretty soon after, you'll start getting the ability to specify exactly what you want. The main thing is, early on, you really just want to focus on getting new grafts to experiment with, and then you can supplement your currency and gear a little bit where you can, just to spend that extra graft blood. And remember that spending the graft blood is the main way that you unlock new passives, so keep spending it. Another cool quality of life pre-patch note, in the video you'll see that my graft blood is lost when I swap grafts. They've actually already patched this so that it's kept, and you can upgrade and experiment with new grafts as much as you want without losing anything. Good stuff. So it's been a while since I have played ones in Pee Wee 1, and I expected it to be a little bit rough prior to getting the new skills, but Kinetic Bolt and Prismatic Burst is pretty solid, and the combination of being a bit overleveled from Breaches with the extra gear that I was getting meant that it felt pretty smooth. And not to mention the graft skills as well. The Frostblink plus Icicle Toss thing was enough to clear most packs on its own. After Brutus, the next graft I got was another Tull graft, but this time with the Dance in the Wind skill. This is a manual cast skill, differently to the other one which was auto attacked, and it lets you summon a tornado. It has this whole component of when you crit, it fires projectiles as well. Though at my level I didn't really get a chance to test this, I wasn't really critting enough at this point for you to see that in action. But it didn't even matter one bit, as the tornado itself was just amazing. Tons of damage and a pretty nice duration too. It stuck around and hunted down enemies and cleared the breaches for me. Definite potential there. It's almost a shame then, but I actually found another great graft to try, so I didn't actually get to play with the tornado for too long, because I picked up a Flamecaller Zoff graft. This creates 3 pillars of fire in a line that deals a hefty amount of damage and applies covered in ash to enemies, which increases fire damage taken.
Minutes.
This graft was consistently great when I had it a few different times. Good damage, it fills out that coverage area in front of you quite nicely to fill up any gaps. It's a really nice single target boost on larger bosses too, it seems to be multi-hitting. And it just looks super satisfying as well. So once I got to Mervel's Cavern, I finally got a chance to try one of the new wand skills, Kinetic Rain, and I am in love. It calls down a set of very pretty arcing projectiles that auto-target enemies in a large area, and then it leaves behind these anomalies that detonate when enemies touch them. It's very satisfying and very strong. Now, obviously, from Breach, I'm like consistently over-leveled and over-geared, so it even looks better than it should, but it's definitely a very strong skill when I was messing around with it, so I should mention that it has actually been changed a bit from this footage already, unsurprisingly, I think. It'll have lower initial hit damage, with more of the damage being in the anomalies it leaves behind. So it might not be quite this powerful, but what you're going to see in this gameplay is a little bit disgusting, so fair enough. Anyway, I know what I'm league starting. It's such a satisfying skill.
Poor fishwife.
So onwards into Act 2, I noticed the fortified breaches started sometimes having 8 waves, so they seem to pick up. I still never lost a single one to Aelith dying either throughout my entire playthrough, which is...
Alright, I'm gonna call them.
Holy shit.
Holy.
What was that call noise, bro? That was crazy. If you got some sort of MTX on your Discord disease you're in.
No.
I got like a fucking EDM banger when you call me.
Oh, really?
Okay. Popping out. Yo, are we doing collaboration stream, by the way, guys? Oh, whoa.
We can
Whoa,
do.
what is going on in this fucking call messages here, bro?
Huh?
One sec.
Caught. One sec. Well, I'm gonna deafen for 1 sec.
Still don't see myself. One sec. Hello.
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 Cam working as well?
Yeah, looking good. All right. Lining up the cameras. It's shifted a bit from last time for some reason.
Yo, boys.
Yo.
Boys, are we doing, dude? Let's collaborate. Let's collaborate. Let's combine the chats.
Sure. Is
How
everybody?
do we do it though? How do we do it?
I can invite you.
This will be the first time, bro. I've ever done it. I'm
You
excited.
haven't combinated with some before?
Never done it.
All right.
Oh, shit.
I'm ready. Well, I've done. I mean, and not in not on Twitch anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Steel, are you live?
Nah. I was like, fuck it. Because I'm actually sick, so I was like, fuck it.
You're sick?
I know.
Yeah.
What dog shit is.
All right. So I sent you an invite. It appears under your notifications.
CZ Ram wants to collaborate. Click to accept. Can you collaborate with him anyway? By the way, you can collab. We can definitely combine the chats.
Yes.
I've seen people streaming with
That's what
offline
we're,
people, so
that's
you can.
what we're about to do.
Oh yeah, get Steel in there, boy. Get Steel. I want to Steel Mage offline chat.
Oh, that might work.
Twitch may
You can do
record
offline
video.
chat?
And
I don't know.
sound.
Let's find out.
Recordings will not be shit. Wait, what? Are we doing stream together, or what are we doing right now? Saying that we're gonna record me and shit, bro. What is this?
Yes. And just mute
Huh?
the thing because we're using Discord anyway.
Share chat is on. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, ZZ Ran. I don't know what this is, bro. What I'm some sort of guest.
Yeah. So now our chats are combined.
Alright, so I'm just muting this whole tab.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, so this is ZZ Ran's chat right now. Oh my god, shit chat. What the fuck?
Buzz.
Oh my god, I can see them. Wait, we're gonna comment with Mathel too, right? Where's the Mathel? I want to see the Mathel chat. They're gonna love it, bro. I'm so
The
excited.
Matho chat is scared of the Quinn chat.
Oh, what? Let's
This
see
is
the
the chat,
Mathel chat.
bro.
Get it in here. Get it in here, boy.
I'm not sure the Matho chat's feeling confident
Yeah.
about this one.
Get it in here. It's gonna be an experience.
It's definitely
Wait,
gonna be
can
an
I ban
experience.
ZZ Ran chatters, by the way? Is that set? Can I? Let me see here.
Yeah, I will
So I'm
right
gonna-
now ban on all the chats, so don't do that.
Well, I can ban Brenton Gaming right now, bro.
Mhm.
I'm looking at this guy.
Take him
He's got
out.
an AI generated. He's got an AI generated picture for his profile picture. Ooh. Well, you
Alright.
gotta watch yourself, Brenton.
You don't have to, Methel, if you don't want to.
Yeah, this is
No, he's got to.
Oh,
He has
he's
to,
in.
bro.
He's in.
Oh, there he is.
like,
Great gaming, bro.
The Gabe. Yo, can I Gabe?
Get the
I'm
Steel Mage
gaping.
chat in here as well. We need to get the Steel Mage offline chat.
They're offline though. Like, let them sleep.
Yeah,
Nah, bro,
Steel is in here.
They got... Oh, it's in it.
This is chaos.
This is chaos for sure. All right.
My poor gapers.
No
They don't
spamming,
deserve
mate.
this. They're just
Not
good,
spam.
wholesome gapers.
All right. Before we start gaping, how's the volume on everyone? Chat, is Steel good volume?
Descock, Gape, Kemet Gape.
He's
Actually,
low.
name, bro.
Oh,
Oh, it is.
Oh,
It literally is called Kimmy Gabe. Oh my god.
I'll turn you up a little
It's
bit.
such a vulgar. This is a vulgar emote.
yeah.
All right. 20% up. Okay. I put you at 100.
Kemet. Yeah, Kemet Gape. We good? Kemet Gape.
I up. Better.
It's better. Okay.
All right. What about Mathel?
Also Kermit Gape. Forever Kermit Gape. Test. Other test.
Good? Okay. What about Quinn?
Ah, Boba. Ah, Boba. Sub summon. Rise up, boys. Rise up. We don't want any of that vulgar Kermit stuff in the chat.
Too loud? Turn him down?
Too loud? Oh, nah, no shot, bro. No shot.
Yo, chat, is this better, by the way? Yo.
I don't know. Like, didn't change.
Okay, I'm turning your ass up, bro. I've somehow made Steel Mage just the whole screen now. I'm not quite sure how to undo that.
That's fine.
Left click somewhere.
There we go.
All right, let's start. Everybody ready? We good?
One thing I just want to say, for what it's worth, you're not like uploading these anymore, are you?
No.
I might give it a shot, like if I can be fucked afterwards, because my channel doesn't need monetization, so it's fine.
Go for it. Go for it and let me know how it goes. Go for it.
So if I feel like it, I might do it.
Yeah.
You'll get blacklisted, bro.
Yep.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Dude, my YouTube doesn't fucking matter. It's a dead experiment. It's all good. We'll see.
Yeah,
If it feels worth it and it's in between like my starter stuff, then yeah, I might do it. But otherwise,
Go for it.
whatever.
All right. Let's start. Hi and welcome back to another stalling. I'm joined by Quinn69, Mathel1, and Steel Mage, and we are going to be yapping about Keepers of the Flame, Breach 2.0. Yeah, we're properly back on schedule now. Like we're getting proper like leagues every 2 months now, which is nice. Obviously, we streamers love that. Good schedule. That's nice. How was the PoE 2 season for you guys? The last one.
Pretty good. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like things last like less long at the moment for PoE 1 and 2. Like, yeah, it's good that they're both there, and it's we're very regular all of a sudden, but it feels like the hype dies off quicker. It's still fun. Like the first 2 weeks are great, but then it feels like it starts to taper off a lot quicker than before.
Yeah. Do you think that's also like that we've just played it so much as well though?
Possibly not enough is like quite changing at the moment in PoE 1, and then PoE 2 still isn't figured out its stride for longevity and replayability. So I don't know what it is, but it also feels like it's kind of just fractured the player base, right? So then a lot of people are like excited for one, not excited for the other, and then
PoE 2 siphoned some of the hype from PoE 1, 100%. I think personally for me, anyway, just at least a little bit. But the PoE 2 league, PoE 2 league, bro, best state of PoE 2 ever, Hundy Pete, and it was actually like fun as fuck. I found it. I don't know about you guys, but I was locked in, bro. It was the most I've enjoyed PoE 2 out of any of the PoE 2 leagues ever, and by a large margin.
Yeah, I mean, last time we did stalling, I was like, this game is not that good. Now I enjoy it. I had fun. It was good. I'm happy. Crafting. Yeah, W.
No, I agree. And like
to enjoy it now.
Async trade is so fun. Like logging into a bunch of divines, so nice. Yeah, no, I'm
James apparently just dropped at the right time, so
Yeah, by the way, we're dishing. We're gonna go look at gems now. See you, boys.
Yeah, all right. Closing down the podcast, boys.
We can look at it
you're
after.
losing div per hour as we speak, Steel, by not min-maxing the gem fucking,
I know.
info.
Let's go.
Yeah. So let's start with talking about like this is the first sequel league we ever had. Honestly, I was expecting the first sequel league to be Harbinger. But I love Breach, so I'll take it. Steel, what are your thoughts? Like all aboard the sequel?
So basically, because I was talking about this before it launched, the idea when we got the teasers, right? The problem with the sequel is you kind of delete the old league because that's how they're doing it, right? They're not just doing another mechanic. They're doing they're replacing the old one. So it needs to be as good, ideally better than the old one. Now, luckily, Mark Besseg, he said they want it to be like old Breach, but yeah, I mean, if it sucks, right, we'll get like a Breach Beyond situation with like how Scourge was the new Beyond, and it was kind of intentionally worse. Like that was kind of the point, in my opinion. Like I think the new Beyond is kind of shit. And I never really liked it compared to the old one. So I'm hoping this is just a pure upgrade, and it seems like that's what they're shooting for.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, especially because like when the Beyond boss spawns, like what's supposed to be the good outcome, it's a shit outcome. It's like, oh cool, no more Beyond now. You gotta avoid that.
Yeah, for sure. Quinn, sequel thoughts?
Well, because I fucking hate sequels. I fucking hate sequels unless it's like a really, really good game, and like I actually want a sequel. Generally speaking, sequels are just lazy as hell, and they should just make some new IP. But because it's part of
What does
Exile
that
and
take? Like straight up.
fuck
Just
sequels, bro.
on the
Oh god,
in
fuck
general,
sequels.
sequels bad.
You,
What?
you didn't like Terminator
Sequels,
2?
remakes, fucking all the shit. Like it's that whole fucking thing where like let's just do the same thing again, but like, hey, there's a new coat of paint or some shit. Generally speaking, but hey, this is part of Exile live service game that goes forever and it upgrade, and this looks to be just a much more potent version of Breach, and I didn't even like Breach, the original one. So this looks like a way more interesting. I mean, way more interesting version of Breach. I mean, I don't want to like talk too far ahead with what the mechanic is and everything, but like the crafting component of this one looks fun. The gameplay looks decent. I'm a little bit skeptical about what I'm seeing with this shit where you got to stand still at this and then defend a spot. We'll have to see how that plays out. Because it's one of the things where because I seen Mark. He's saying like it's a circle. You run around, you kill stuff. Do you know what it sounded like to me? It's when like I'm watching one of them announcements to some new MMO coming out, and they're saying all the right buzzwords. But like, you can say all the buzzwords you want. I'm gonna go in and I'll play the game. I want to see, is it actually fun, right? Because I mean, in theory, it looks good, and I look at it, it looks good. But is it actually going to be good when we play it? We'll just see. We got got to get in there, get some hands-on testing.
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to see. Like, I'm sure we'll have some sort of like control over just every breach is like a normal breach too, right? For those that don't like the variations, or like 90% more likely. There's usually stuff like
What
that.
do you what do you think that's going to be the case? Like the Atlas, the tree thing, the breach tree.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Well, I don't think. Wait, no. Well, that's only for crafting. No shot.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was just for grafting.
That's just crafting.
Mm.
And there's no breach nodes on the tree, right? Oh, there's no breach Atlas tree.
No, not on the Atlas tree, but I assume that you would be able to affect it. Maybe it is just.
I'm a doubter. Hey.
I doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Mathel, I guess you have a different take than on sequels.
On sequel, well, just it's got nothing to do with Breach, right? I think it's just a dog shit. Like the sequels are not good. Like, what the fuck is that? There's so many good sequels in life across the board, and a lot of the time it's like, yeah, something was great and it ended, but maybe you want more of it, and then maybe they can improve upon it. Whatever. Anyway, horrible take. But
Agree to
yeah, as
disagree.
far as no, you're just wrong. Anyway, I think in general, for this stuff like in PoE, yeah, a lot of it could use a new coat of paint, and I think Breach is one of them. I don't know if this is enough of a huge new coat of paint to be like fully different and like an actual big 2.0, but so far it looks like step in the right direction. I think I'd like to see some others, like Harbinger. I think could use one that would really expand its lore and could be particularly cool. Some of them, I feel like could have had a bit more because, like we already got Breach kind of 2 with like PoE 2, and then we know a bit more about it already, and they're just reusing a lot of those kind of assets and stuff. So it makes sense that this is going to be the next one for them to do a 2.0, but it'd be nice for some others as well. I think yeah, it's good and it can be pretty good.
Yeah. What are you all starting? Obviously, I'm guessing Methel, you're doing SC trade, Funcore.
Yep. I think not starting trade would be a mistake, given that the new thing. Surely even all the SSF guys would like to start trade, and then if you conquer it too quickly, too easily, move on, make an SSF thing. I think
Reverse
anyway, because
reverse.
Like
reverse. Do it the other way. Start off with all the new crafting mechanics, all the new SSF friendly features, and then if you're not getting lucky, then go trade. So I'm reverse it.
Are there enough SSF like friendly features? It's just the league mechanic, right?
The league mechanic, well, the way you can basically spam craft stuff, get a lot of 5 links, 6 links, tons of uniques, and potentially like I don't know how strong it's going to be. I'm really hoping it's not going to be a Crucible fucking thing where they balance the entire mechanic around Trade League and they make it super fucking rare because and so everything you get is dog shit, or if it's actually going to be good. We'll have to see. I'm praying that like they're actually just making because they seem to be just be like saying, hey, PoE 1 is like the fun core. Like we're just doing retarded shit right now, and you just we'll put the most OP broken shit. Like look at that Mercenaries League. It's so disgusting. Look at this new league that's coming out. Looks pretty dirty, and we're going to see like, are they going to let us SSF enjoyers actually print some strong items? Because I think there's a good chance they
Probably.
will.
You probably have some strong stuff, but like the whole point of view here is that the new trade shit, it's just like revolutionary for like trade and enjoying the game, and with the community fucking stuff, the aspect of it and stuff. That's huge. And to miss out on that on day one is kind of unfortunate. And it's a lot better to start out with having everything at your fingertips, blasting through, enjoying it. And then if you want, go into that restart and that challenge. Whereas if you start out with that challenge and miss out on the entire fucking trade situation, you're already far behind the economy. Let's say you start on SSF, right? You crush everything. There's pretty much no chance for you to restart on trade because what's the point? You're just going to crush it even harder, right? You're not going to do
Well,
it.
no. Well, the thing is, you're never gonna have that in the HC trade, right? So I'm looking from I'm looking through the lens of HC trade. And actually, you know what? By starting on SSF, you're actually allowing them to build up a stockpile of stuff. So you actually have a selection of gear because you can buy stuff with people who've quit the league. Because the issue with HC trade is half the people have quit the game in like the first week or two, right? And then all the shit goes offline. Whereas now, all those random little niche uniques and stuff might want to buy, you can now buy them while they're offline and corrupt them or whatever, or do whatever you want to do, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. This is just from a hardcore perspective, Matthew. You probably wouldn't understand, unfortunately.
I agree with Methel.
There's nothing to say to that.
Like the first few days of hardcore trade is so cool, especially like a thing that's going to be very different now is like base types are already a very big thing, right, with recombinators and hardcore trade. Where you can make, like, if you're one of the first people in tier 17s, you can make like 200 to 600 chaos per map, right? Like a lot of those like I86 bases earlier, like 20 to 30, 40 C per. And now those are gonna sell like cupcakes, right? You're just gonna have an 86 tab, and someone's gonna come by and buy 5 or 6. So I definitely agree with Methel. I just really want to be part of that early fun economy, on day one. But this is really interesting. In a way, there's no hardcore anymore. There's hardcore SSF, then there's medium core, which is hardcore trade. Because when you die now, you go to softcore. But what's the huge change there is, let's say I die on a really expensive character, right? Some things which might be more expensive on softcore than hardcore, right? I die on like a 50 divine character. I can now sell that on softcore trade and move my divines back to hardcore. I no longer lose all my gear. We don't know like how much you get back or what the ratio is going to be. Right now, the trade ratio on that is 6-1. So 60 divines on softcore is 10 divines on hardcore. Might be 15, might be 10. And I see a lot of people in chat saying question mark, what? How? If you go to pathofexile.com and go to the forums, you'll see that the bottom one, I don't know if I can show it, but the bottom one is called Standard to Hardcore Trading, warning unsafe. The reason it's unsafe is somebody has to go first, right? So let's say that I'm like, hey, Mathel, you for some reason have 10 hardcore divines. I'll give you 60 on softcore. Mathel's like, sure. I traded my 60 divines. He just fucking ignores me. And Mathel's like, thanks for the money, kid. So like, obviously that can happen. That's why it's unsafe. And you might be wondering, why couldn't we do that before? That's because you aren't allowed to swap from standard to keep yourself the flame. But now it's going to softcore. So yeah, it's kind of medium core now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's cringe overall is all I'm going to say. But yeah, go on, Stu.
Yeah. So the biggest question, because I had this whole topic with my chat, the biggest thing is who plays hardcore, farms hardcore currency with the intention of doing the exchange, right? And the answer is what Ziz said, that 6-1 exchange ratio that's a lot. Like if I told you could make, let's say 60 in hardcore, and that is 60 divines in softcore, it's like it's actually a very good way of making currency. People do this. Like this was the reason people did this before was because, let's say a Hinocrow's Lock in Total League, what was it called, Total Trial of the Ancestors, that was worth so much fucking currency in standard that it was profitable for standard players to play hardcore trade. Yeah, and that's how standard players make money a lot of the time. Jesus. Now you're gonna have people like Fubgun, right? Not Fubgun specifically, but you are gonna have people like Fubgun who will play hardcore trade specifically with the intention of migrating at some point, just because the exchange rate is so insane. They're going to make way more currency than the average player playing hardcore trade, and then they go to softcore keepers, and that's going to be a real thing. You're going to see it happen. Trust.
That's so next level sweaty. It's just you're playing a
But
thing
it's
you didn't
PoE,
intentionally
dude.
initially wanted to play
It's
just because
PoE,
you
dude.
It's you guys, whatever. Fucking take it, keep it, enjoy it. It's.
I wonder
I
though.
wouldn't call it
how-
medium core though.
Isn't it like relative though? Like, isn't there just way more currency going around in the fucking softcore trade? So then everything's just like selling for more. So then just more currency liquid. You might not get as much money from like raw currency drops, but items just sell way more, and you could just corner another market super early and make fuck tons of currency on just softcore trade. Am I crazy?
It's just another way of making currency. That's all. The thing is, right? There'll be the point is, right? There'll be a demand because hardcore players who die are gonna sell their gear for good money, right? And they're gonna this softcore currency to them is worthless. Like I don't if I have a mirror on softcore keepers, I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna exchange that for a divine on hardcore. I don't give a fuck. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna get that favorable exchange rate for these very niche farmers. I'm not gonna say they're not niche, but they will exist is the point. And that's why it's gonna work that way.
Especially if the ratio gets really crazy, right? Like we don't know what it's gonna be. Like it's 6-1 right now. Imagine that it's 15-1. It'll be nuts.
So you're okay with basically cheating? To enhance your you're. I guess as he said, it is kind of medium core at that point.
Yeah,
like,
that's why
because
I'm
you're
going
just-
medium core.
But you're buying into a system where you barely get punished all of a sudden. Why
So
bother?
hardcore SSF is the only true hardcore now. So
Yeah, that was my point.
yeah.
That's my point. Hardcore SF is the only true hardcore.
Wait, so are you saying that in theory, you guys that are playing hardcore like that possibly have even more of an advantage than us on softcore, so you're actually more of a vagina than I am for playing on HC that way?
Well, no, it's still harder than softcore, right? There's no downside to
Exactly.
softcore.
Yeah.
I get less money all of a sudden. My currency's worth less, and I can't make as good trades or some shit.
Nah, I'm not worried about that. But I mean, to be fair, like at the end of the day, just do what you have the most fun with. It doesn't really matter. But like, if you're playing hardcore for the sake of like flexing, like oh look how good I am, then obviously like hardcore is the depth to play for that, right? Like I don't fucking care. I just want to have fun.
Isn't it just the economics though? I feel like it's fake. It's a fake. It's just like it all balances out with the fucking system anyway. And the reason why you'll be profitable is because no one wants to do it. It's just like doing a shit mechanic that's profitable. It's the same thing.
But to be clear, it's really fucking dog shit, which means it's extra profitable. Because who the fuck is gonna play hardcore trade just to migrate the currency on the exchange site with this unsafe trade shit to make money? But that also means it's gonna be giga profitable. So someone's gonna do it.
It's interesting too because it does say in that forum, which honestly I don't mind if they would do this. I don't really care, but it does say. Sorry, this is a post by Chris from 2013. The policy may change in the future. For example, disallowing all cross-league trading entirely. Now, I have a hotter take. In my opinion, hardcore should void, because then it makes the economy so interesting and unaffected by softcore, right? Like in my opinion, it should void. You should just lose everything. It should not go to softcore. It should not go to standard.
Bro.
But that is just from an economy perspective, right? Because right now, with the way it was on standard, we have people playing on hardcore just to rip things to standard, like mirrors and Hinakora's locks in particular. Because obviously, if they were only being used by hardcore players, they would be like insanely cheap, right? Like 5 or 6 times cheaper. So that would be very, very interesting to me, I think. But yeah, I don't think they'll ever void it.
Community would never allow it. Yeah, they wouldn't, and community wouldn't allow it, right? Remember, every single time they put up a void event just for fun meme events and stuff, half the fucking Reddit and forums would be like, "Oh, fucking, I am playing this. It's void," even though it like literally doesn't matter.
I would say it is a non-issue because we do have hardcore SSF.
Yeah,
so it's fine. It's just weird though. It's just funny to talk about and think about. I think, but doesn't really matter. In the...
You're
Neil, what do
timing
you-
out with your chatters, by the way. I may be timing out with your chatters. I just realized.
Yeah,
I
you
might be
are.
timing
A
out
few
with
of my
your-
viewers have been like, why did I get timed out?
Oh
You
shit!
take him out.
Yeah,
You take him out.
yeah, my bad. I'll try to turn that off for now. Let's just subscribe to me. Hey, you've just subbed to me. You can reply, guys. So hey, W.
Is this because you didn't allow basic farmers or something?
It's just
Yeah.
net negative replies. Ultimately,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's net negative.
Just because of the basic thing, and only in your chat. Everyone else's
you
chat
got now.
replies fine.
Everyone can reply temporarily just to this podcast.
That's funny. Yeah, so
Really
Steel, what league are you going? Have you decided?
Nope. I mean, it's such a. I hear what you guys are saying about the great hardcore trade experience or the async experiment, right? I get that, and it's a one-time thing. This is the launch of it. You'll never get to experience this again. Kind of, I get that. But
Did you try it in PoE 2?
I did. It was good. It was, it was good. It was nice to do the
So at
whole
least-
login, wake up, and you get like a
Yeah.
billion
So
divines.
you at least know what you're missing out on. So that's
Yeah.
fair enough.
Did anyone else do any like flipping?
Accidental flipping here or there. Like,
Yeah.
might buy some shit and then be like, you know what, I probably don't actually need this, and maybe it's worth a bit more. But I didn't go that sweaty. It's like I was just making enough money normally
Yeah.
anyway, so I didn't see the point.
I did disgusting flipping. What was the unique crossbow called?
Lament or something?
Yeah, Last Lament or something. I saw that like Orb of Chance was like 4 divine to 6 divine, and Last Lament with 3 sockets was like 25 to 40. So I was like, buy a Chance Orb, make Last Lament, sell. I made like 180 divine on that, and I was like, this is just stupid. But it was really fun. Obviously, you can't show it on stream because like then it's gone. But yeah, after I made like 180 D, I was like, okay, this is what I've been doing. It's fun. It's great.
So
I
you
will
did
say,
off-stream flipping.
Yeah, well, you can't do
You
stuff
have
like
to,
that on
because-
stream. It'll just
yeah,
die.
because I
instantly.
remember I was helping Ziz craft an item for him, and I was on stream. He's like asking me, right, literally Discord call, and I'm like, don't fucking show this link on stream. And
There's only one.
even though I did, but even though it was only one, the effect of me linking this item off stream, or sorry, on Discord privately whilst this was streaming, made the price of those items go up in softcore trade by like 10x in less than an hour.
Yeah.
It's so funny. You can influence the economy so much as a streamer. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Like it's like
GG
Mathel effect, but instant, right? Because of the instant
Oh,
trade.
I remember, was it a Void First or Starforge you did this with, but you had one in your inventory just to fuck off the flippers? That was great. That was cinema.
It wasn't just my inventory. I was like saying, yeah, I'm basically going to do a Void Forge build. And then I got to like level, I don't know, fucking 20 or something. And then they were all emptied out of the market. And I'm just like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm not going to do that. I'm doing some other build. Because, I don't know, it was just one small middle finger to that type of thing. Because usually, yeah, if it's like a unique that's kind of niche, it gets bought out. And then it's just annoying as fuck. And I hate it.
A little bit off topic. What do you guys think about people like, specifically Jung here, but even Rue to an extent, but Jung especially, hiding their builds now? Like they're real league starter. They're like they got the pop and it's secret now because of this.
Are they? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds lame to me, but whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, it's
Nah,
real though,
nah.
right? I mean,
That's
it's
When you start broaching into a competitive game, like a real game, okay, so like Diablo 3, for example, we used to have to push with secret builds off stream. So you'd go offline for like fucking a week straight. And then you would only log in to farm keystones. And that's because you can't leak your build. And then you leak fake builds to Gabinator, so he thinks he's pushing on the build, but it's actually a meme build. And then he's on the stream trying to fucking do some retarded shit, which makes no sense. Combination Strike, I believe, was the classic one. And yeah, it's just competitive gaming at the end of the day. You got to use whatever you can to win.
Yeah, and I'd get that if there was a competition here, but there isn't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Are they
If
doing
there-
it just to hope it doesn't get nerfed, or?
well, I don't know if he's actually doing it or not, but he said that it was a very, very niche item that he wanted, and he'll get fucked up otherwise. Could be something like a Sublime. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't you just not tell people about the item while still playing your build and then eventually buy the item? Or is it just
I mean,
so
that's what
obvious
That's what I
that
would do.
No, I think that's what he's doing. Yeah.
I don't
Like,
have any
cunt
problem
slow.
with that. Like that's fine.
I mean, even I've done
But
that to an extent. I'm like, I have this build up to this point, and then I'll tell you after I play it.
Yeah.
What's annoying though is do you not find that people like BenQ intuit what you plan on doing in the future, and then they start pre-buying the niche
Yeah.
items on HT Trade
Yeah.
before you get them, and then they extort you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then everyone says it's a
People
handout.
people will play. Well, they don't give it to me. People will play the build I'm playing before I can play it, and then I can't play it, and it's like fuck me.
That's
Yeah,
very
I hate
annoying.
that.
Yeah,
Bro.
I've been playing League with Bank. He's super nice.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
I was inspired by Quinn69.
to like
Okay.
hit the bottom of the ranks and go Iron Man style or
I,
what?
I just wanted to see if I would like get higher rank than Quinn. It's fun.
Alright, CZ Ran, this is the most dumb fucking take I think I've ever heard. Like, this is clear bait. Clear bait. Okay, you cannot experience what I experienced. You need to play in Oceanic servers in the middle of the fucking night when there is only 2 lobbies going, and it is a literal public invite to whoever wants to can join your game and fucking fuck with it. I would go 25 games in a row with the majority of players being stream snipers. And they're on your own team intentionally inting.
Yeah, but I think you've also
Okay.
incentivized stream sniping to some degree. Like in 10 years,
No,
of
no, no, no,
streaming-
no. If I go to EU, bro, I'm instantly fucking diamond without even trying. Just
Okay,
like,
I don't know about
legit
that. I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
I will say to back Quinn up here, when Quinn was doing his league arc, there were multiple, Oceanic streamers, not good by the way, that were literally streaming just to Steam type Quinn, and they were just giggling and laughing on fucking Discord the entire time. It was pretty fucking cringe.
So they
was
had
pretty
a
bad.
stream timing Discord, bro. A stream timing Discord.
Yeah.
I had a guy on the inside. It was fucking. They were coordinating. They had fucking
Yeah.
several accounts that all queue up. Is fucked. It was.
Yeah, I know because I was in
unplayable.
that. Yeah, I was in one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
I don't think instant diamond or anything. Like, yeah, sure, odds are stacked against you. I think you'll do a bit better. But yes, it was it was real. It was real. I met someone at TwitchCon EU. Just like talking to someone. He's like, "Oh yeah, I stream sniped Quinn," and I'm like, "Really? Why'd you think? Oh, it's so easy." Like, he was an EU person. He's like, I would just go on there and just say that it'd be so easy to get into a lobby with you. And he'd usually try and win and be on your team and stuff, but it was still super easy for him. I'm like, yeah, fair
How
enough.
disgusting did he look? Like, how fucking obese and fucking retarded?
Normal dude, normal looking dude.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That's
Jeez.
funny.
was.
It's fun though. I definitely, after having played both a bit more, I definitely like enjoy Dota more for sure. But yeah, we can get back on topic. It was just a fun little thing. So with the league mechanic itself, we're getting grafts, we're getting Foulborn unique, we're getting breeding. I guess everybody or most people are gonna have a pregnant emote. I know Tai has one already. Yeah, Steel, what are you most excited for about like the new stuff?
Well, I want you guys' opinion on this, obviously, but graphs seem to be a balanced version of mercs in a way.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what they're going for. Like they have utility. Think like the effect mercs had on your leveling experience. I think that's the kind of vibe they're going on. Not the OP shit that you did, Ziz, by the way. That was unethical. But just like the regular default, you pick up a merc, it gives you like some sort of buff that feels impactful. I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
It's kind of limited top end by the mods on the graft itself. You can't scale it like we did with mercs.
So, I was expecting that you would say breeding now that you are having your own child as well, like joining the ranks.
I'm at a disadvantage here. I'm the only one that doesn't know how to breed. So, what league mechanic? I'm confused, man.
Be
need
cold,
build
bro.
guide?
Seek hole.
See,
Oh, okay. Shit.
I learned that
thanks
from
for the
Elden Ring.
advice.
Yeah, just seek hole.
yeah, Steel is Steel is pregnant.
Steve's
Yeah.
pregnant. Steve's pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
shit.
I'm
He's
not
now the
fat. I'm
expert
just
on
pregnant.
breeding.
Yeah, we're all we'll
Good
be able to
excuse.
have like Fight Club stuff. It would be fun.
No, but as far as the mechanic itself goes, like Quinn was saying, I think it would be good for SSF. It seems like a Necropolis style mechanic. in terms of like they're using those weightings and mod tier shit again. So they're bringing that crafting back, but again in a balanced way, because it's kind of limited
Well-
now by the crafting tree, the grafting
We just
tree.
don't know if it's going to be balanced still. It could end up being kind of like Necropolis, where you can spec into a certain bunch of shit and just kind of reliably print them out. Granted, yeah, with Necropolis, like if you just sat around trading enough and stuff, you could do it non-stop. But like, I don't know. We'll see about that one.
Yeah, I hope.
'Cause I hope it
not.
doesn't go in Necropolis way. It
Same.
doesn't. It does not need to go too.
I
heavy.
hated that so much.
Well, yeah.
What is
First
like
of
a-
all, the system. Go on.
I was saying it's like a build your own necropolis, but without all the cancer of having to plant the graves,
Exactly.
right? And it's
Mhm.
just a lot more basic, like watered down version, but
Yeah.
it's better, right? You know,
Yeah.
hopefully it's not.
Yeah,
too- I
hopefully,
mean, yeah, I
hopefully
like-
it's less powerful,
Well-
but obviously much more intuitive to use.
Well, my concern, right, is it going to be good end game? Because yes, it will be good early game, right? Obviously, but if it's balanced, is it powerful enough to compete with some of the gear we can craft now? Probably not.
Well, aren't the Fallborn uniques going to be pretty exciting no matter what? Especially, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
That's what I would have said. If you like, if like the item crafting portion of it, tapers off at the high end, then surely you're just speaking to like uniques and currency, and then the currency stuff like should always be pretty good, and the uniques have a
Yeah.
good chance of being something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm expecting to happen. Yeah.
For sure. I think it'll be fun. Mathil, out of the new stuff, what are you the most excited for?
For the league mechanic, or
Yeah, like anything from the league mechanic, like Fallborn uniques, crafting, the new. Obviously, we're getting like tier 2 exalted orbs and stuff now, basically. Well,
yeah. I mean that's all stuff, but doesn't particularly excite. Whereas the uniques that could remove one of the downsides potentially, or just like have a particularly good modifier for a unique that was almost there, yeah, that shit's gonna be cool. I think that's gonna be the best thing by far.
yeah.
Because it sounds like they would have snuck in a few particularly like strong ones that just remove a downside altogether. And let's just say, as an easy example, Abyssus, take away the fizz taken
Yeah.
modifier, and then just fucking have something cracked on top of it. Easy best in slot helm for like everyone ever, right? So just something like that. I know there's gonna be some like that, but otherwise, just in general, some of that unique balancing is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I hadn't even thought of Abyssus, but obviously like Abyssus, Thief's Torment, Chlorine are all ones that could be like really interesting if they let us remove the downside. Or Emberwake as well, without the downside. Be really interesting.
Yeah, some of them
Um,
might be too crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait it. You're gonna GG Mark's like, they're gonna try to do this. So he's gonna deliberately say like, oh, the negative mod has like a fucking 1 in 100 chance. So then there's like 2 on the entire league. Or do you think it's just purely random?
Could go either way, for sure.
Mm,
I mean, it's like hard coded, right? So like on some you won't even be able to remove the downside. Like I don't know if they'll let us use 2 Thief's Torments.
Yeah. No,
that'd
that
be
would be.
sick.
Yeah. No, it'll be
I
really
was under the
interesting.
impression it's like Ziz said, right, where Quarrain specifically has this unique mod, and then that can be flipped into something else. It's not random.
No, it's
Yeah.
random, as in they've
you get.
chosen certain things off of certain uniques that can be removed, and
Yeah. Mhm.
to pick from those. I'm pretty sure. So it's not just like all of the uniques out there could potentially have their downside removed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean Chrome's Heart could be really interesting. Obviously it's just 2 mods, so probably not gonna remove the life.
It could be energy shield. Who knows, right?
Plus 1000 energy shield.
Probably more, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, ES always gets more. Yeah. What about you, Quinn? Anything out of the new stuff you're the most excited for? Early breeding.
Yeah, paying attention. Yeah. So let me think here. The newest synergies and shit look pretty fun. Although, in saying that, for ethical melee builds, I only, I did like the new breach guy, where you can like reduce damage taken and stuff like that. And then there's ones that completely in PoE 1, right? Overwhelm lightning rares, and one that overwhelms cold rares. I mean, to be fair, I haven't actually deep dived super hard because I mean, fucking distracted a little bit with some other games. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the newest entities allow me to make new jug variations, that's fucking poggies, right? New jug variations, and then on top of that, the crafting mechanic of the new tree thing where you can. I'm hoping to just like kind of print out. You know, I want a 6 link. Boom! I spec into 6 link chests. I go boom, boom, boom. It gives me a 6 link. I'm like, okay, I need a fucking weapon now. I spec into like 200 weapons. It's just spitting out weapons until I get something good. Then that's in the dream, right? The dream is that I get to make some weird off meta jug, tanky as fuck, doing great. Like I don't know, I'm like a lightning damage jug with like 5 hands, and I'm printing out like 1,000 DPS weapons and shit. And I'm on SSF, and that's like the dream. Now the reality is all the crafting complete dog shit. All the ascendancies maybe aren't even that good because I looked at a few. Again, I just kind of sped run through them. Some of them look really strong, really broken for like all the builds that I don't like. Yeah, like fucking poison, minion, all this other shit. And it's like I was just looking for some mean melee stuff, and I didn't really see it.
Yeah, I mean,
What's your guys' take on this? What's your take on the breach hands? So there's two majors saying like a more balanced merc. Do you know what I see? I see like D4 abilities, bro. They seem like it's like this one link ability you can't modify. It's just a thing that just kills some mobs, and it's probably not going to scale that well unless it kind of buffs your character or something.
well, I can
So
see it
it's like
being
just
really useful for utility things. Like, for example, let's say that there are 2 breach hands that do really well shocking, right? Then you can use Lightning Conduit with just 1 button, at least for mapping. Like, even if it just does like a 10 to 30% shock on stuff, you can run around right-clicking. Or let's say that there's one that like leaves lingering blades, could be really good for like animate weapon, could be really good for blade blast. There's a lot of like useful combos like that, and I do think that we'll get at least something that could do either like just a breach hand like tier 6 mapper for essence farming, and maybe even like a breach hand tier 16 farmer. I don't know if he'll do tier 17s, but
I don't understand what you mean by it's
Mm.
like D4 though.
Well, what I mean
Okay.
by that is the fact. Oh, it's just like it's not like some like giga customizable Ultra 5 head thing. It's like you just select the hand. It's got an ability. It does a thing. You've got a couple mods on there that you can maybe like reduce its cooldown, increase its duration, or increase its damage output by a small amount, right? But ultimately, it's just this pre-made hand that you just put
Right,
on
so
it.
it's not
like, oh, make
customizable like
hands
that,
come
but
down,
it's still
and
scale.
they
Like D4 stuff
and
still
enemies.
scales.
Oh yeah, I like that. I don't know. I like this fun a little bit. I was just kind of thinking like, man, this is such a D4 league, bro. Such a D4 league with these D4 abilities.
Yeah, it's the
Little
D4
D4 hands
power
on.
stuff, right? Like the Vampiric League. I haven't even played the new ones, but I
I
get
guess
what you're talking about.
They can do
maybe
a
more
conduit
like that, but
pylon.
that shit scales too off of your shit. So it
Oh,
still doesn't make
conduit
sense.
pylon hand, bro. Imagine this, Mathel. Every 10 seconds, lightning conduits shoot out and zap enemies around you, bro. And then this whole meta on just your conduit pylon. It just arbitrarily does insane damage because it's percentage based, and just fucking you just run around, bzzz, kill for 10 seconds, and now you're AFK for 10 seconds. 10 seconds later, now the conduit pylons are going. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like because if they're and that's by design. If they're super strong and they do scale, well, they're broken. And if by design they don't scale, well, then they're kind of useless in the end game, and it's completely cosmetic. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's classic D4 design.
I mean, I get what you're saying with that, sure. But I just don't see how it relates to the D4 things, except for maybe pylons. But even then, I think it's going to be, just kind of a bit more static. Like they've chosen a certain power level for them, and they're more utility than anything, but potentially just strong during certain moments. Maybe the campaign, maybe certain mechanics, etc.
Mm. Also, D4 did the tree inside the tree before PoE. Just saying. Just putting that. I'm just adding the cherry on the top. They did the tree inside the tree. I got some get twisted. Okay.
yeah, I mean, in a way, so like we've had a lot of mechanics that are very like big power creep and very customizable, and I see that like this might not be as customizable. But I think that can be a good thing. Like we've had, for example, like Frisia was very, very good for like the top 0.01%, especially any that had friends. Like like me, Steel, and Bank, and a few other people were like sharing sets, and that was kind of broken, right? It created like more of a power divide. This probably like equalizes things, especially for people that don't have friends. Because it doesn't seem like something that you're gonna be like sharing or anything like that. That's interesting. I wanted to cover one thing about the league mechanic itself. What do you think the mysterious womb is? I think it is going to be either something similar to legendary potential in Last Epoch, or letting us upgrade boss uniques, because the Foulborn uniques doesn't do that, right? They've said that time and time again. You can't put boss uniques, or you can't get boss uniques from that, and it's random. But yeah, what, Mathel, any thoughts on the mysterious womb?
I think I missed that. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Deal?
The little one at the bottom.
Yeah.
I had a more generalized version of yours. I wasn't thinking it was just gonna be boss uniques. I thought it would be a way of inputting a unique to gamble, because
Mhm.
you can get a different mod, right? It's not just Quill Rain turns into area of effect, right? It's Quill Rain can turn that mod into multiple mods, I
Yeah.
believe, right? Yeah. So my theory is you put in our unique and you gamble on the Foulborn mod, like a Krangler, yeah, kind of like a Krangler.
Yeah. I could see that. That'd be interesting. Like, could be so fun. Like, I feel like, and obviously the next topic is going to be new heals and supports. I feel like the league start meta, especially for hardcore, has been maybe a little bit stale lately. Like, there's not like necessarily a ton of new league starters that are competing at like a level of Earthshatter. Obviously a bit different for softcore, but I think they've done so well on mid league builds. Like the amount of different things you can play at the end game. Obviously, Mathel does shit tons of new builds, everything. Yeah, Quinn, any thoughts on league starters and end game builds, like, and how you feel about the variety?
Well, I haven't read the patch notes yet. I'm like fucking I've just started the patch notes.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, I feel the combinatorics, right? Just from the new ascendancy points that you can attach to any ascendancy, truly insane, right?
Blade Jug.
I mean, bleed jug, you know what I'm saying? But then imagine with some extra fist DR on that bitch, that could be fucking game changing. Or you add in some sort of like one of the other ascendancies, which lets them do like fucking poisons or something, bro. Who knows? Who knows? There's a bunch of different combinations you could make. So, we just have to see how impactful they are, right? If they really play out. Because again, I was a little bit emo about not seeing, because I really thought I was going to see something like the melee ascendancy one, but didn't see it. Didn't really see it. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
they did
some
lots
that
of
do
minion
minion
stuff.
scale with.
The
It's
Spectre one
like
works.
tons of minion stuff.
But the Spectre
Tons of
one
minion
does
stuff.
work for melee. Like, it is like potentially a big boost to melee.
Were you talking about the global
The Pharaoh
defenses one,
one.
or
The Furry Ascendancy.
the way you get like summon dogs and you get like attack speed or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I don't like the idea of. I thought about that, and then I'm thinking to myself, I don't like the idea of having a bunch of minions just around me, and then like the bosses
that like
attacking the minions, and then it's just
You'd be worried about getting distracted or something?
with all the dogs on the screen. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this. Let me tell you, bro. No, but no, like you know how it is, right? When you got like a bunch of minions on the screen.
I get
just
excited
like the
about
collab.
it.
Shit. The dog tamer bill, bro.
There's a bus full of kids
Oh.
hurling off a cliff.
Relax.
I know, man,
Relax.
the story at the end of the day was he didn't know about the kids. So the bus is irrelevant.
Don't know what you guys are talking about, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that was a slight inside joke amongst us three. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Maybe melee's strong enough. Maybe that's all there is to it. It doesn't need extra ascendancy stuff. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Good.
What I'm trying to say is I'm just hoping there's more to the patch notes. I haven't got to it. I haven't scrolled down and been like, oh shit. Because what I was hoping for was a huge buff to Vengeance. That's what I was hoping for. I haven't
You want
controlled
one
F
spoiler? You want one
Vengeance.
spoiler?
Yeah.
They buffed Bone Shatter. Log in, dude. Bone Shatter.
I saw that.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the
Oh,
one
shit.
thing that people did link, and they are saying it's OP now. And I am looking and it does look quite potent, but I don't know I don't know about that.
It does look
Just
really
a
good. I
meta
made like a
Bone
giant
Shatter
Bone
start.
Shatter Quinn build launch league starter.
Mm.
Does look
I've
pretty
just
good.
done Bone Shatter so many times. We'll have to see.
Is it? Is
And-
it?
and-
And be honest, is it now that it's too powerful and it's just too unethical now?
Yes. I don't like it when it's meta. I don't like when something's like other people are playing it. It pisses me off.
Yeah, when this makes
Like
the
this
build guide,
weird-
the doc leave, right?
Yeah, new ability. Log out
Well,
of
the
that shit.
solution is to just try and make it as hipster as possible, like scale in ways that other people haven't scaled.
What's what I did
know.
with like alternate quality dual strike or some shit, and with trauma support. I basically made Bone Shatter, but it was just hipster Bone Shatter. But yeah,
Hmm.
hopefully Trauma's buffed. At least if Trauma's buffed, I could do any variation of Bone Shatter. Enjoying.
Yeah. Mathil, you do a shit ton of different builds. How do you feel about the League Starter meta right now from your point of view?
The league start meta.
Mhm.
I mean, it still feels pretty diverse, honestly. And like, yeah, of course, a lot of people are going to be hyping up certain things, and then everyone's pretty excited for wands. But like, if I asked my chat what they were going to league start, I'd probably get like 1,000 different answers because a lot of people are just in different parts of their journey, and they haven't touched this skill or they haven't league started this meta thing before. And it's pretty healthy. Like, it is overall pretty healthy of a meta for starting and stuff. I was going to say, yeah, with like, as you said, the mid end and the mid to high end, not the absolute highest end, is pretty diverse right now, especially with all the Trathas stuff. Like, I tried out maybe half the Trathas skills out there last league, and yeah, most of them have some level of viability, and that's just a whole bunch of extra skills out. Same with the new wanding skills and new bow skills that are coming. I think those are going to be fairly viable. Game's in a pretty good place for all that. As far as the Bloodline Ascendancies, though, yeah, there are some good ones there, and overall, I think it's not too bad. Yeah, not as bad as some people were saying when they first came out and stuff, right? But it is a shame that they're not just like universally good for everyone, Like, the way it's implemented is there's 8 points, and then you can choose to spend 2 of those somewhere else or 4 of those somewhere else. So ascendancies that do typically already take their like full 8 because that shit's good, just see none of that stuff. So as I'm planning a few of my starters, I'm just like, yeah, look, there's no chance I'd want to spec one of those bloodlines on this. There's no chance I'd want to spec one of the bloodlines on this. So I'm like, should I choose an ascendancy that's typically only got 4 to 6 strong points so I can enable something else? It's just a bit, yeah, unfortunate that that's not more universally powerful, like giving us an extra couple of points to then spend,
Yeah. No, I get that. I definitely do feel like some of them are almost balanced in a way that they're an extra thing. But I definitely love the idea of them and hope they will add even more in the future. And even to these existing ones, right? They could add like 2 or 4 more nodes that could be more generic. I don't know if that's something we'll see mid-league or anything, but that could be very game-changing. Obviously, like things like Chieftain, Champion, and a few others are very, very easily replaceable nodes. Yeah. And I think probably the most interesting thing is that we're going to see a lot of new builds. I was looking at Unleash, for example. Like, I think that would be really cool. Wonder how it'll work with Blade Vortex. But I really wanted to do Unleash Archmage, and it almost looked a little too balanced for that. There wasn't like a really good reason to do it for Archmage in particularly, just because with the Unleash one, like I think the main issue is that you don't get enough seal frequency. And it is quite costly to invest into that with like jewels and stuff. Because in the trailer where they show the Unleash, it was 10%, but then it's already in the image down to 5, right? So it's like it might be a little bit like too tuned. But yeah, Steel, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I do like it, but I see what you guys are saying. It's very simply tuned around those empty ascendancies. Like Blade Bow, as Chad is saying, the new Hierophant Wonder doesn't have a Uber Lab either. So the Archmage Wonder, because it doesn't really use totems and doesn't use spells, so it is tuned as an extra thing for those ascendancy builds that don't have a 4th or even a 2nd ascendancy, like at the end game. So for them, it is just power creep, and
Yeah.
and that's good for them. I think that's its purpose.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I was curious, are any of you starting any of the new skills?
Jolly Mathless.
I don't know.
100%.
I
He's
still
got
don't
a
know.
new wand one You've got to be. There's no shot you're not doing new one.
I mean, I'm thinking about it, but everyone's like pretty much on that stuff. It sounds like a lot of people are going to do ones, and I don't know if I want to do the thing that everyone's doing. So
that.
maybe still wander. Maybe I'll go down the alternate pipeline and do, bows and try out the bow stuff. Be the guy that tries the bow stuff. Otherwise, like I'm still kind of just leaning towards Energy Blade Inquisitor for some spells and stuff. So I don't know yet.
Yeah. Wayne, what about you? What are
I
you
mean, a bit of a
starting?
Well, all the new one skills are fucking lame because they're one skills. So there you go. There's that. So I'm thinking.
how
I don't
that
know. I
works,
don't know,
yeah.
man. I don't. We'll have to see. I'm thinking like. I mean, dude. I'm thinking. That's a melee skill. A potent melee skill. Maybe a slam. But then I was
Maybe
also thinking.
bleed?
Maybe bleed. Maybe I was thinking maybe either ice or lightning though with that breach mod. Like depending on how good those rings are. And then I was thinking, there's a little part of me that wants to do some sort of blade vortex with
Oh.
explosions, with the pops.
Like a
Just so
chaser
you
one?
get a mean mapper. Like not for killing uber bosses or anything. Just start off with a super healthy mapper that just busts through maps real quick.
Yeah.
Like an occultist with
Oh,
unleash.
okay.
So I mean,
Please,
non-zero done.
please start a Blade Vortex character as your first one. Blade Vortex,
That'd be
HC,
content.
SSF.
That'd be content.
Please.
Dude, it's OP.
I wanna
I've done
see
it
it.
like 20 times. I've done it so many
Yeah.
times. It's bro,
Yep.
with SNS
Yep.
and an occultist, bro. You just fucking
Can't
you
lose
put that
then.
on.
Sounds like a surefire. Get in there,
Wait
dude.
till you
First
see-
character, Blade Vortex.
Oh my god.
I think it'll be fun.
It's
I
the
want to
same
watch
build.
that.
I've done that build 20 times. But it's good.
Yeah. No, I mean, I would love to see it. Steel, what about you? What are you starting?
So obviously, you got the boring slammer option that is super OP league starter, especially for hardcore, and it's super OP. And then you have the kind of slightly spicy but still super popular elementalist take, where you've got many different builds you can play on that archetype. It can work for wands, can work for ignite, cold dot, the fizz dot stuff that Rue and Ned are talking about. Ultimately, I just settled on slams. I'm gonna go bleed slams, but yeah, I mean, it's so good.
yeah.
It's just so good. I can't.
What did they do to Bleed Slams? Can you explain? What did they change anything that makes Bleed Slams really good? Or
I'm just gonna say I don't think they changed shit, but it's just so well optimized now. Like it's so well optimized that it's 11 out of 10. It's completely busted.
Daring, aren't we?
yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh.
I am
EQ?
actually going to be starting Spectres. Like, I think it's so exciting. Like, I would love to do Hydras now that you are not like financially destitute each time one dies. Like, you don't lose them. So I'm hoping. I've heard. I've never actually tried them. I've heard they can be really squishy. But like, imagine like 10 or 12 Hydras for tier 16 mapping. That'd be just so fun.
Is Hydra like the Guardian?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get that as a ritual corpse. And it gives you
Right. Is
the
that any good? Because those abilities seem typically crap.
apparently it's really good for clear. It has like the hail and like the split arrow thing. The main problem with them is apparently they have really low base HP. So it is something where you need like at least like 25, 26 level inspectors, and you're definitely gonna need like the Bitterbind point shield that gives you like 100% increased life. And you probably still have to scale. There also might be new specters. I don't know if we can like specter any of the new breach stuff. That could be a thing as well. And we have like the what are they? I always forget the name, like Frost Guard something. They're really good. They're like ice overlap. So
I guess I
It's
can
part of
kind
the
of
idea.
understand like playing a minion build because I like watching other people play the game too, like Quinn. So I understand like watching your minions play the game for you. I get it.
well,
Yeah.
for me, I like.
Do you
I
don't
also,
think it's like totem?
well, I really want to do a Bloodline Ascendancy, and you get the one for like going early energy shield, where it's like 10 or 12% global defense per specter. I'm like, oh, that just sounds nice and comfy.
Well, the way I see it is like you basically got totems, except they walk around.
Yeah, I
Which
love
is,
totem
that's the dream,
builds.
right? That's what you, don't you want to make a legendary in the game which makes you turns walk around? Isn't that like a thing you
I
want?
wanted to make something where you like put your totems on a rope, so there'd be sort of like a hybrid version between brands. So you're just like towing or put them in a wheelbarrow and like walk around with them, something like that.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, bro.
Yeah, and like when I was trying to design it, they said that sounds like a really cool unique, but it doesn't make sense on the Elder. So they're like, can make it, but would rather not. So
It has to make sense on certain things.
yeah, for the boss uniques. Well, to be fair, they were very like strict on what you were allowed
Couldn't
to
you
make.
like tether tentacles to them or some shit? Elders.
Yeah,
They could force it, man. Come on.
it was hard to make a boss unique. Like most of my ideas got shut down. Like the obviously now, thankfully, Soul Ascension, the gloves I made, is very meta and used a lot. After the buff, but like initially, I specifically wanted them to passively leech. I wanted to design them for a totem build, and they were like, "No, you need to hit." And I was like, "Come on, I want Soul Eater on the totem build." Raging,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jesus.
Actually
yeah.
mad.
Actually, Sis is pissed. Let's see. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to the new league. Let's see. We talked about bloodlines. Let's see. We have new Ubers coming. I guess I'm a little surprised there's no race for them, but I guess they're just too swamped. Obviously, they're very tight schedule now. You going for the new Ubers, Quinn?
Gonna vibe it out, bro. Gonna vibe it out. Because I did the new bosses, I just wasn't very impressed. They just felt like PoE2 mobs that reskinned and kind of scuffed.
They reworked them though. They rebalanced them.
So I'm hoping that So that's what I'm praying. Like from the footage, it looked alright, but like I just hope I hope they don't feel like ass. I'm hoping they feel like actual PoE1 bosses. Like because let's not get it twisted. PoE1 bosses are some of the best bosses ever made in ARPGs. All right, especially isometric genre. Straight up. So those ones didn't meet this stand. Like, would you compare those new bosses they added in, like the previous version, right, from the last league, to like just fucking a boss they added in 10 years ago, or whatever, like Shaper or Elder?
They were too slow, is the problem, right? They were very like, and it just doesn't fit in PoE1 really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The damage wasn't high enough.
Yeah,
Little weird shit on the screen, like this big ass orb things. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Then it just died, and I don't know what the fuck was. It was like, oh shit, he's doing a slam, run! It was like, what's going on?
It's funny too. The bosses do have a lot of slams. They just, like Mathil said, they just don't do slam damage. So it's very odd, right? Like the cold guy, Neglect, he has that big cold slam that tickles, and Dread as well has that big like
The Arbiter
jumps
one?
up and down. Yeah. And it also does no damage. So it's just I'm
To be
expecting
fair-
those to one shot now.
Yeah,
Maybe?
it probably will. But they also said they reduce the damage. I think the normal versions, like the equivalent of Normal Eater or Normal Exarch, I think they'll be very squishy now. I thought they were very squishy before.
They said they increased their damage and they reduced their health,
Yeah.
right?
They're
Yeah.
more glass cannon now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they reduced the health. I don't know. I really liked the one with the Arbiter move. Which one's that called?
Dread? Is that the
Yeah, I
one you're
think
talking about?
so. The only one I didn't
Yeah.
like out of the current ones, which I do think will be a really potent Uber, was the Fire one. I thought the Fire one was an incredibly boring fight and didn't really fit in PoE. But I think the extra stuff they're going to be adding for the Uber will probably maybe make it the most interesting one or hardest one.
Wait, do we have to do all that like pedal bullshit still? Is that
Yeah.
is that gone?
That
Oh,
is
no.
still in the pedals,
no.
and I was surprised that they didn't change that. I found I don't know if that was just like a hardcore thing, but like the pedals were just like incredibly resident sleeper to me. I don't know if
Well,
you guys.
no.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Apparently, I don't know where this was said. I don't know if it was a Discord message or something, Zaki, but they were supposed to buff them like a million years ago, and they never did. In fact, that last patch note they did for pedals was a nerf. They nerfed to like same type pedal.
Right.
So I don't know what the hell. I don't know what's going on with the pedals, but GGG.
Zaki!
Hey,
Right.
Zaki.
Maybe they're just changing them without a patch note or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, yeah,
They
they
just,
are gonna.
they just felt flaccid to me. Yeah, I get people doing some OP stuff with them, but they just felt like some flaccid ass items dropping. But I didn't even. I gave up. I didn't even care about the pedals on the gear anymore. Like I was thinking, like, oh shit, I'm gonna get like hella T1 stuff out the wazoo, but just doesn't seem to be the case at all. And then I just
Oh.
randomly, I forget forgetting to press my pedal button in the map. Like I would never remember to press the. You can remember, I didn't like Sentinel leaks, so you know when you press too many buttons, nah.
Apparently
I'm a
they
rep
have been
main.
looked at. They just decided not to buff them.
Oh. Oh.
No fuck.
There's no way. There's no way that's actually had a pass. And they're just like, oh yeah, no, that's good. Fucking
Isn't that actually
keep it going.
GG staff in chat though? I'm pretty sure that is. Jesus, I recognize that name.
Oh, Blakey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There you go. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Hey, it is what it is.
He is staff.
It's not like 16.5s were bad, so I mean, I get it, but
Yeah, I mean they're better than 17s at least. I still like don't love all the new like I don't yeah. So we looked, but they need like a bigger thing than changing numbers, so it's not in scope for a bit. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense. Hopefully we'll see some love for them eventually. I think a lot of things in PoE right now are in that state, right? Where they just have to figure out what to prioritize, right? Like they're very short on time now between PoE 1 and PoE 2, so
which to be clear, good thing. I like the 2-month league schedule where we go PoE 1, PoE 2, PoE 1, PoE 2. I like it, so I'll take it. But you know, hey.
yeah, I did not love 11 months of Settlers. I'm very excited to be back in this schedule. Very nice.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. So it's is this the first PoE league we've ever had drop on Halloween?
I think so.
Don't they intentionally avoid like these, holiday drops, right? It's
Yeah,
just
usually.
they needed an extra week, right?
Yeah. You got a cosplay plan, Methel?
I've got a concept of a plan. Like it's I don't know, looking dubious. Like I'll give something a shot, like try and make some shit. If I'm not feeling like there's a future there, we could be looking at a solid nothing.
That's fair.
We're getting to the bottom of the barrel over here, like 40 leagues in, and I'm always to the last minute going, God, what do I do? And then maybe I can do that. And then a lot of the time I kind of force something and something happens. Yeah, it's just starting to look pretty bad these days. So
It's like
I'll give something a
Dress up as,
shot,
like-
maybe.
Dress up as Harry Potter, like a wonder, There you go.
that'd be great.
So I just put some glasses on and do a little thing, and then
Yeah,
I'm done.
yeah,
And then just
there
have
you
a
go.
wand. Too easy.
That's
Easy.
nice.
Um,
Do you know,
that's
I'll,
possibly too easy. And then I'd have to wand.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I was inspired by Methel for a league start once, and I actually did like full on cosplay with like the I had like my wife do the zombie makeup with the actual what do you call the stuff that like you attach on top of your face? Not plastic. It's like
What stuff?
I don't know, to like make wounds and stuff on your face. Cum? No, not cum. Latex? Yeah, maybe it's latex. But I had like wounds on my face and stuff. The thing is, that was fine for like the first like 10, 12 hours, but my room gets really warm, so it started melting. So it was like 16 hours in, it was just like going into my mouth, and I was like, oh, this is super fucking not nice. And I didn't want to like I was racing, so I didn't want to take time to take it off. So it was just like melting down my face, and it was awful. So now I just have like this like hoodie skeleton thing, because then I can just take it off when it gets warm, and I'm like sorted.
Yeah, no, same. Like, I hate having to do anything to do with the paints and stuff. Like, I guess some people sometimes call me out. They're like, "Oh, any excuse to like take your shirt off or some shit." And every single time, I'm despising when I finally choose something that I have to just sit there and paint my entire corpse over, because it fucking sucks, and then it sucks to actually sit there for all those hours as well. It's just an awful experience all around. I wish it was more just, almost every character I look at is some shit that's not doable that you have to paint. And yeah, like I know you've experienced it and it sucks. And recently, I think it was Dat Mods I saw. I think it was last Epoch. He like was full fucking dinosaur and just like full green. And I'm just like, oh man, that'd be awful. Let's see how long he lasts. He sat there for like 20 hours. And I'm like, holy fuck, this guy's a beast.
Fucking hell.
Just because
That's
it was
fun.
awful, like seeing that, knowing how bad it is to sit there with all that, and he just sits there nonstop playing.
Yeah, it's nuts. Wait, you doing any cosplay?
I think we should all agree. Let's just no one does any cosplays. We'll just skip the cosplays. Okay, guys. All right. If we all like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of
You're skipping the
Some are
cosplay
dying-
on Halloween.
Listen, man, some dying Twitch channels need this shit. All right, so it is what it is. Someone has to click my stream for some reason. I'm not going to be spurging out and doing some random shit. So it just.
I had an
need
idea
to-
actually for your cosplay. What's that meme? It's not Sigma. It's like super aesthetic, and they play like the music. Not
super
Ligma.
aesthetic, but-
No. It's like some fashion brand, and they do like a reskin of everything, but it's just like black and white, and they play some music, and it's Balenciaga. So Balenciaga Harry Potter, bro. So basically you're nude except with a scar. You got the scar, okay, and then you just kind of lubed up with oil. All right, and you just jacked. Like make sure you get a good pump on before you start the stream up.
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, I don't know the reference, I suppose, but you want even less clothes and less paint and everything, and it's just.
You just want sexy Harry Potter, Mathel?
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. He's like
Yeah.
a Giga Chat Harry Potter. Yeah, it's good. Some good shit.
Nice,
Super
okay.
aesthetic, bro.
Alright.
Deal. What
Shit,
about you?
dude,
Any
maybe we can,
any
like,
cosplay?
I guess I'm dressing up as Harry Potter, apparently. How about opposite of what Quinn said? We all dress up as Harry Potter.
with clothes.
Oh, what? Right here.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Chet doesn't want to see me naked? What?
They want to see your preggers, man.
Steel pregnant.
Shit.
Steel breeding. Loads of emotes to be had.
What the heck?
James.
But no, I don't do cosplay though. I'm too lazy.
Ever? That's fair.
I don't know one time ever, and it's like Mathel said, it wasn't even like paint, but it still sucks. It was a wig. It still sucks though.
No, wigs
Just
can be
wearing
pretty
like
shit, too.
wig, yeah, wig and beard. It was too potent, too sweaty.
Yeah, I feel that.
Mm.
There's a few other like miscellaneous changes we can talk about for the upcoming league. Heist. I am very happy that they've just fuck it. They're all max level now. We don't have to re-level them every time. And like, yeah, still any special thoughts on that? Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I never really minded it at first doing the heist stuff, but at some point, I don't know when, I just never interacted with the heist ever again, unless I absolutely had to. So yeah, obviously this is great. I'll go back and start doing heist again. Good job.
Have you done the new heist? It feels kind of flaccid. They've lost that, like the target farming of like, oh, I want to get alt qual gems or whatever, or I want to get the fucking thing. It's not there anymore. You just kind of go in and it's just like, just gives
Well,
you random loot.
But it gives you random currency. Like it gives you exalts and divines and shit now. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I
really
don't know.
liked
I
it.
just the vibe for me was
Yeah.
off whenever I realized I couldn't farm out. Like whenever they did the change that made it so you can't farm, like whenever they deleted the alt quality support gems and stuff, where I get like alt qual shockwave and stuff like that, and alt qual, the one that slows down your attack. But all that shit that was super OP, if you got those gems, I've stopped doing it as an SSF gamer. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, well, Troth
that's
and gems.
back, right? Because Troth and gems are there now.
Mm.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just I
Well, I just
doubt
love
you care about
min-maxing.
almost any of them.
Well, yeah, well, I just remember like that it was fun getting those like small guaranteed upgrades over time. Like the difference between having your build versus having your build with all the alternate quality versions of the gems, and then it'd be like some of the builds, it'd be like 50-60% more damage or some shit if you got all the right gems.
Do you know,
And it was just, I don't know, I just enjoyed fishing that.
I really agree. I actually like really miss those. Like getting all like, especially so many of the supports, like alt qual inspiration, alt qual reduced mana, like all of those were like so nice. I really enjoyed min-maxing that thing. Like, yeah, I
It's like
actually
the
do
little
miss them.
tweaks. It's the tweaks, right? Where you get your character and you just start tweaking it because you're like, my character's kind of like it's almost done, but it just feels like not that
honestly,
good. Start
now that you
tweaking,
mentioned it,
tweaking.
that is when I stopped doing heist, when they changed that, yeah.
Yeah,
There it is.
Uh,
Is what it is.
yeah.
It became less mandatory, but also it's always just felt kind of bad having to diverge from the main goal of like the Atlas and then whatever's incorporated with that, whatever league mechanics and stuff. So like whenever you do start doing your checklist at the start of a league, like doing heist, something like that is just not in tune with everything else. It's just to completely stop on everything else and go do that. And it just feels bad. Whereas now, at least, you just pick up a blueprint like a Grand Heist and you'd be like, hey, I can just run that real quick. Boom, Grand Heist, see if you get anything. So that's a good change. I like it.
Yeah. I like it a lot too, and I think it was kind of needed a little bit because of like Settlers. I feel like Settlers is a very overwhelming presence in the game right now, where it is such an insane gold sink, and it feels a little bit mandatory right now. Like, I don't know if everyone feels like this, but I feel stupid as fuck if I don't do Settlers. And it's maybe a bit too much that you can do boats and mappers. Maybe you should have to pick one. I don't know. Like, do you feel like that, Muscle? Like, I feel dumb when I don't do it.
I've mostly come to terms with the fact that like the mapping portion of it is just a bit too much. Like if for me to not want to do, because like let's say you just do the boats and just do normal settlers and upgrade everything. You're playing the game kind of normally and sending out some boats occasionally. If you all of a sudden have to incorporate the mapping as well, you're probably like trying to get gold twice as hard compared to before, and I just don't think it pays off twice as hard. So then, like for me, I've just gone, no, I basically don't do the mapping portion, and I don't feel bad about losing it because like it's kind of a high roll system anyway. Sometimes you get something really good, and a lot of the times it's pretty much nothing. So like the reward to effort ratio for that one just went a bit too in the tedium direction that I went, I'll just do the boats and I'm happy with that.
Ben, what about you?
Oh, maybe this crazy take. Maybe a crazy take, but I think this shit should be disabled unless you speak into it on the Atlas. Just like about like the majority of mechanics. It should be the baseline core, whatever the fuck they are, like the master mission shit. Otherwise, everything else is disabled unless you speak into it.
How does that work with the 3 different Atlas things, though?
How do you mean?
Well,
Oh, you mean like
have
where
3
you switch
different
between the trees? Yeah, well, they just figured it out. I'm not the game designer, bro. They just fixed that. Boom.
Just code
It's
it
not
in,
that
bro.
hard.
You are a
Yeah.
game designer.
True. It's kind of true though.
Give us the take. Give us this fix.
Fix it. Just fix it. No mistakes. Oop.
yeah. I
There
mean,
it is.
I definitely do feel it's a bit overwhelming right now. Steel, thoughts?
Is it- I think the mapping maybe could be more optional. I don't know. Again, just code it, bro. But yeah, because the mapping is probably the one that creates a lot of the pressure. I think recombinating is just such a big part of the game that unless you want to straight up remove it, and it's just if they're gonna keep recombinating in the game, it's good that they have the disenchanter and the hideout now. I think that's actually a really big quality of life change that does make settlers a bit better. But yeah, maybe just make mapping more optional somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they kept mappers, to be honest with you.
Same. Very
Yeah,
surprised.
I didn't think they would.
It's very tricky on hardcore to get enough gold as well. Like, I feel so far behind because like it is a lot harder for us to like chain tier 17s, which is obviously where you get a shit ton of gold. So I'm very jealous for like whenever you get to the point of like running tier 17 easily.
I had a really interesting experiences because obviously my partner, she plays PoE, and the best thing for her to do for her time is to have those mappers running and do a gold rotor using TFT, believe it or not. Because it's really efficient currency to do that. It's really efficient. So, because it is, right? You get like a couple divine, you get a lot of currency for doing nothing, basically, as long as you have the gold and a gold rotor. Because gold rotors were really fucking OP last week because of the all flames and stuff.
Oh, I am.
So, yeah.
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 That is
It's
a
$1 million gold
very,
map.
very interesting thing. What do you think the prices of all flames are going to be now that Gravicious has been nerfed? Like, I think that is going to like remove a lot of the betrayal farming. And I think but the all flames are still super strong, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
So like,
I don't know what
that's-
all
I didn't really fuck with all flames too much. I just usually sold them if I had them because they were like worth a good chunk, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get max value out of this thing. So
yeah.
The Gravicious thing being removed, I don't know. Do you think that's enough to just like kill betrayal farms? Because there's still going to be the Veil X. There's still, some high rolls here or there.
Yeah, so I will be rushing Betrayal myself, but not for grave issues. I'll be doing Barichi for the currency thing. And then I'll be doing Janus for the gold. Because like it's so nice to like kickstart my early gold economy, but for like gambling, it's good for getting like the mappers up or the boats. But yeah, it's hey Annie. That's funny. Oh. I don't know if Quinn saw it, but that was good. My thumbs take her out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think he's aware of the toxicity of his own chat. So
That's not my chat.
that's
That's
right.
fucking. It's Easy Ranch chat, bro. She's fucking toxic, bro. On God.
Jesus.
That's fun. What else is coming? The Atlas tree is refundable with gold now. Do we still have Orb of Unmaking, or is it just gold now?
I think they still exist.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
hope
I
so.
thought they were like going to be taken out, and it was just gold. And I'm thinking, that just puts more strain on gold. Like, yeah, it's good, but then it strains gold. But I think apparently they're still there. If they're still there and the option's there, then yeah, just net positive.
Yeah. Hope so. Another change, I don't know if this impacts your start and what like stuff you're picking on the Atlas early, but Bestiary doesn't need orbs anymore. So gonna be super easy to sell that and just even nicer to sell now, right? With the async trade. You just list like 50
Oh.
beasts.
I'm so looking forward to just like absorbing beast farmers, little crafting beasts whenever I need them. Like it's such a tedious little
Yeah.
point where it's so worth doing one of these beast crafts with a certain item a lot of the time, and then you're just like, oh, I've got to do it. Got to go buy it for 5C, interact with Beast Crafter. He goes, how many do you want? You're like, 3. He's like, fuck off. And then you go, oh, okay, fine. I'll just fucking go to the next guy. And then you finally find it, you buy them. And, but it's so worth doing. Now there's Beast Crafting so much better and async trade. We're just going to walk in and fucking beast it up. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
You're gonna be playing on an automated league. For real, on God.
Huh?
Like
How old are you, Quinn?
the trade league. What I'm saying is, I'm sorry. I'm just quoting the guy. What you said before. They're gonna be, yeah, like with all the instant trading and all the instant beasting, like the pool of, resources. It's gonna be so accessible and so liquid. I mean, bro, you are gonna be playing on true admin mode, bro. Just edit T1 mods, edit perfect gear. Dude, your floor for gear now with async trade is like. You're at 80% perfection with like 2 exalts with the gear. That's how OP it is.
It has been
Which is cool.
very noticeable, even on hardcore. Just the insane increase in people participating in the economy, right? Like I think so many people are so fucked off with trade, especially on softcore, that they're just so done with it that they barely participate, both for selling and buying. But now it's so streamlined, so easy. Like it was just such a crazy difference, at least on hardcore, and I'm assuming it's the same on softcore.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still up to you how much you want to engage with that. Like, do you want to like print out as much of an item as you want, or do you still want to kind of keep it measured and balanced? And it'll be up to the individual. But yeah, I think the overall like your floor in your item is definitely up a bit, and I don't know, it'll still be fun. I think just depends on what you're playing and how easy you want to make it on yourself. I think.
Yeah, sounds like Steel and Quinn are both going SSF, so. I'm gonna be enjoying medium core. We're getting mass
I might join
identified.
you.
Huh?
Yeah, I might. I said I might join you if they balance like Crucible League. I'll be joining you for easy, man. We'll be on the. Well, I'm not gonna do that softcore shit, but I'll be doing the hardcore. Whatever you want to call that. Like it's a pseudo private league, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's super fun. Like we have
But
like
you won't know till later, right?
Yeah.
What's that? Well, we have to wait. We'll just wait it out.
Yeah. There's like a hardcore trading Discord too. Like we have like it's a pretty decent community. That's my favorite thing about playing hardcore trade. And like trade chat is basically like a chat. Nice.
I still remember when you got scams is on stream, and the guy you were like, "Fuck this guy, get him," and he gave the currency back or gave the item back or whatever, right?
You mean when
It
I
was
was
a long
buying a
time ago.
mirror?
But I can't remember what it was.
So
But
okay.
I just remember.
Do you mean like all the way back in like 2017, 2018?
No, it wasn't that long ago, but it would have been 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. But the point is, I just remember in hardcore trade, it's such a small community, and everybody knows it is, right? That you made the scammer give the item back. I've never heard of that before. The
Some
scammer
streamer
giving it
privilege
back.
type shit right
Easy
there. I
range
don't know.
GG.
I don't know if I'm on board with that. You should have just got fucked over. That's
Yeah.
Yes, this did
it's
that. Do you
law of the
know who I
wilds,
am?
man.
Well, it's a common because the thing is, if you get scammed in softcore trade, who fucking cares? There's like 10 trillion people, right? It is what it is. Even if you're a streamer, you're fucked, right? But in hardcore trade, it's like 20 people. So this is like not 18 other people. Get this one guy. You know, fucking give the item back.
But I mean, like, okay, to be fair, I don't think you're expecting the item back, right? But you obviously, with that small
No.
economy, you should be blacklisting people, right? That's a very natural
Yeah,
thing to
we
do when
can-
there's so few people.
We can basically we can be like fuck you, and it actually matters because hardcore trade is such a small community.
Yeah.
Basically, people are on good behavior in hardcore usually.
Yeah.
For the most part.
But not anymore. Not with instant trading.
No,
I
yeah.
so the community
Yeah,
might not be
shit.
that small anymore. And
How do you get scammed?
Shit.
You get
Control.
scammed at instant training.
I
Isn't that
yeah.
your own
Oh
fault?
no,
Like-
you can definitely scam with
Oh,
instant
no, no.
trading very
No,
easily.
So Mathel's gonna go to some bloke's hideout. And
Yeah.
he's gonna buy 10 beasts, right? And he's gonna go click, 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 and they're all gonna be like, you know,
Onesie,
fucking
onesie.
50C, 50, 50C, 50 divine. And then he's gonna be like, "Where's my divines? Where's my divines? Where did they go?"
That's skill issue though. Skill issue if you did that though, straight up.
But I've seen it happen to
Yeah.
streamers in PoE 2. It's gonna happen to streamers in PoE 1. I guarantee it.
Complacency, bro.
yeah,
Just don't.
gonna
it's
happen.
the same as any other scam that's ever happened in all these games. It just teaches you to be more careful. Like it just teaches you to, you know,
Yeah.
you rarely ever get scammed twice, right? Like by the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enlighten 3, Enlighten 4.
I remember I got scammed when I was like 10 years old in RuneScape, and I cried. Never again.
I got an idea.
Aware.
By the way,
Uh-huh.
dude, there's an easy anti-scam quality of life feature they can add in. So you could just put like a pop-up threshold for when you're buying over a certain amount of currency item. So then you just have to say yes. You just type in all capitals yes. Whenever you're buying something over, like you just set your own limit. Like if it's like 20 divines, you got to type yes all caps. So
Yeah.
you can never get giga fucked. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Just saying.
honestly, that is a good idea.
Easy anti-scam tech.
Yeah.
I guess.
I do think it warns you on the currency auction house that this ratio is fucked. But yeah, they should have something like that on.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. As a developer. That
Speaking
was
as a dev,
That was really good. I remember I made like a anti-scam video, like PSA, like these are the common scams. I remember the top comment was like, "This is such a good instructional video. I made so much money with these tips," and I was like, "Yeah,
Pretty much.
Jeez,
Like you're not really
It's a good
supposed to talk
money-making
about
strategy.
scams.
That's a good moneymaker, dude.
yeah."
Holy.
We're getting mass identify, which is nice, but in my opinion, the single best feature that we are getting is holding alt while using alterations, and it uses the augmentation. I am so excited for that feature. Like that is so nice. Like
That's good.
that alone could have been all we got this league, and I probably would have been happy.
I would need more than
That's-
the ability to augment.
That's a huge
Easier.
lie. Yeah.
He's alive, but I am very excited about it.
Guys, we can augment easier. Holy fuck, the game is fixed.
You know
Oh
what?
my
Yeah,
god.
think
I
of
love
the
it.
think of the announcement video he could have made off that.
And Dicky D's got a 2-hour Q&A like, so, augments.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
but it's good. It's a good change. Like I personally did a lot of augmenting in the past, and I still don't know if I like the way it's implemented. But I mean, yeah, it's something, and maybe it'll
Yeah.
start to feel good after a bit of practice. Because yeah, like doing jewels and fractured items
Guys.
and stuff, it's
Guys.
so tedious.
Giga spicy take. Maybe this is just for alts as well, but torchlight auto crafting, but just for alts. Do you think that's like never ever ever like you think that's a bad idea or
We're never getting
people
that.
that exists. Wait, that exists already. So this fucking tech,
Eh?
by the way. So you know you're talking about torchlight auto crafting.
yeah?
Well, it's kind of like that, but so one of my subscribers showed me a video of him doing it, and it was like a real simple AHK, and all it does is like Control C's the item, and then it will disable your left click. So you just spam clicks, and it will stop the second it hits the mod that you want. So he just spams, and that's how they make so much money. They craft flasks
That
with the
is
stupid auto
sussy.
hotkey macro, and they can just instantly get the best mods. So you just whitelist the ones you want, and it will just stop on that, and then you alter it, and then I mean it's they're wrong.
Okay,
Because you can do that so easily
So-
in the game with a real basic AHK, they should have a feature like that in the game because cunts can do it, and they are doing it, and they are rude. That's why Trade League's bricked, and they've got all the really insane T1 mods. So
Okay,
I mean,
I'm
they
not-
So
should
it
have
doesn't
a
exist.
qualified-
Someone,
can I get a
someone's made
link
it
of this
exist,
just to
basically.
verify that it works and exists? I'm
For
not
a
going to
friend,
use it.
for a friend.
No, just from a.
It's a real thing. It's that they have it on scroll wheel and shit as well. It's like this complete ass.
Shit.
That sounds bannable.
It does sound
They
bannable.
don't. They've never banned. They've banned for it.
Well,
It's been
never
in- this
banned
is-
for like
this has
fucking
been for
RMT and
ye-
PoE
for
2, so I'm not
years.
surprised. No, they're a bit lax on banning people. They need to like shoot some more fucking cheaters. To be honest, take
Yeah.
them out.
Shit.
Yeah. And then the last
Anyway.
feature I have on the list that we're getting is the stacked deck change. That would be really nice. Like they're a bit of a pain to open. Like some people use controller to open them. I usually just put them all the way left in the inventory and go like, left. So much nicer now. Stacked decks.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it may
True.
raise the cost of them because people are going to be wanting to open them if it's much easier to gamble them. Which means, do you want to open them or do you want to sell them? It's going to make more of a tempting choice at this point. Because at the moment, I think most of the time I still just open them, even if it's a bit of a pain in the ass. But if it's like 10C per or some shit, you're just like, wow, fuck this. I think it's a
Yeah.
good change by all means.
Yeah.
But maybe they should be like soulbound or something.
Oh. Oh man.
Just play,
Bro,
play SSF.
relax.
Everything's so
Do
bad.
D3.
Hmm.
Log in.
Like,
I was gonna say all these changes, every single change, even alteration change, all it does is it just makes it slightly easier to craft certain things, and then the price just changes a little bit. And the only reason these changes really matter is if you're just playing basically solo.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the economy just offsets whenever you add in some insane QOL. I mean, you just look at the market, right? It's why all the items get better and cheaper.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Is there any other topics we haven't covered or anything you guys want to talk about?
I mean, if you really want, we could look at the gem stuff, but I suppose we could do that in our own streams.
Yeah, it's a better
My
individual
wife,
thing.
my wife's gonna tell me I'm on a timer here, boys. So
No,
my
it's
wife
alright. I
will
was
tell
thinking
me.
of wrapping up now anyway.
We could read the patch notes together because someone here hasn't read them.
No, we're good.
Yo, I'm good, bro.
But yeah, thanks all for joining me for another stalling. I love doing these, so it's fun. And Mathel obviously super passionate, messages me before every league. He's like, Sid, can we do
Love
another
him.
stalling? Like I just so yeah, that was fun.
Begging for it, bro.
Let's do some
Can't get
shout
enough.
outs. Mathel, where can people find more of you? And you're also gonna be uploading this podcast, so
Probably. I think it's been pretty above board, right? We did all right.
yeah, it's
A
just
bit
like
of breeding action here or there.
he's a bit risky.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm curious to see what would happen, basically.
It's cunt. It's cunt. That's what. So basically, cunt is on the same level as the N word for YouTube.
You just keep saying it.
monetization.
What word was that?
Cunt.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
you need to.
Yeah.
It treats it as the same. It's literally a higher degree than the F slur. Like I could be saying F slur right now, and it would be less detrimental to your YouTube video. So you could do is edit out all the C words, and you're good.
Just
Just edit those out.
just go straight to the end of the VOD and edit out the last minute or some shit of
Yeah.
a
I think it's been
certain
a few
streamer
of them, yeah.
talking.
That's the word.
No,
That's
I'm
what
so
that's what
curious.
Asmongold's editor told me anyway. He's giving me deep dives. He's like, yeah, C slurs just like an N-word slur. Hard R. Is what it is.
I'm so happy I
Still
stopped
haven't
uploading
believed
these.
that,
Sorry, Mathel, where can people find more of your stream?
Mathel1 on Twitch, and that's pretty much it, I guess. Same time, same place, usually on around this time. So will be on
YouTube's getting
during
blacklisted now,
tomorrow.
right?
Yeah, my YouTube doesn't fucking matter, man. Yeah, like it's for the very passionate few that want to see like, I don't know, some game I'm playing or some build I
What if,
did,
like,
which is
A
very
long
few.
time ago, you did like one video with Quinn like 3 years ago when D2 resurrected, and that's why the YouTube's not popping off anymore, like as much as you would like it to be. You just did
I
one
don't remember if I ever
D2
actually uploaded that. Have I had any Quinn
Just-
69 infestations on my channel that
just
ruined it?
imagine.
It's
Shit.
possible. It's possible, but no, it's all good. I think it'll be alright, man. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, Quinn. What about you?
Oh, you can find me in the gym, bro. Okay, getting fucking pump on, boy.
Okay.
I said, no,
Alright,
yeah.
I'll see you at Wanganui Gym then. Next time I want to watch some stream or some shit. I don't know.
My bad.
You can find him at like Burger Boy. You know,
Yeah,
what was
that's
it?
fuel, bro. Okay.
Burger Fuel. You can find him at the Burger
That's-
Fuel.
They don't mean they go on a first
Log
name basis there, bro. Straight up.
Shit.
That's it.
Okay. Excellent. Steel.
You can find me chained in Ziz's basement. Never mind, I escaped. Holy
Escape.
shit.
Moving away.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm in Twitch
Living
TV
his
stream.
own life now.
Yeah, Poggers.
Still growing up, having a kid. They grow up so fast. I'm Zizarin on everything, and yeah, we'll see you soon. We'll all be streaming tomorrow, and there's Twitch drops, so we're all excited about that. And yeah,
Woo, free money.
yeah, it's very nice.
We got the two gifted something, or
Yes,
what's
sir,
happening
it's
there,
a
boys?
portal.
No, that
Oh,
one, that one
dude,
only
wait,
works in
are you
my
joking?
Best
channel.
He's
portal
here.
ever. Oh my god, guys, the
Oh,
portal.
bro.
There's
Yo, the portal.
there's even like a
Let's fucking
stats
go.
track thing for free just
Kiwi
by
one,
watching.
It's the best
That
game
thing's
ever
crazy,
made.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're doing such like easy moment to shit on D4 right now. They do such a better job of drops than like D4 does.
Bro.
It fucking depresses me, the D4 drops, when I'm like over there, you know, because sometimes I want to try it out, try the season. And then I can't even be fuck putting drops in the title or anything because their drops are just like, oh, here's a staff that looks like a piece of wood on one class. And then you get that for watching for a week. Like, come on, D4. Give me some fucking viewers.
The
There it
class
is. Anyway, yeah,
specific
these are good
MPX is
viewers.
rough. I'm not gonna lie.
So-
Yeah.
when
it's
are
rough.
you two getting tattoos for subs? It's just me and Quinn that did it.
Oh yeah. Where'd you
Hey,
where's your
tattoo
cup?
again?
Wait.
Back?
Let's see it. Let's see the shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh,
my.
that is
Okay.
Giga
Oh,
Chad.
bro,
that is
relax.
Giga Chad.
Like, the one
That
just
is-
looks cool.
It's like an
though,
actual
bro.
tattoo, dude.
Like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the fuck is that, bro?
That's
That
not for
actually looks
subs.
Giga
You just
Chad.
that's
Yeah,
what we're
wait,
talking
that,
about.
my one looks like a penis, bro. Look at it.
Fucking Quinn's tattoo is so fucking shit.
You go to the gym in a singlet ever and just like wreck that, or
I flexed it a few
Fucking
times. People
hell.
are like, what is that, bro? Like,
What the fuck?
it's a frog in a tuxedo,
yeah.
dude. Trust me.
Trust me. You need a reference picture and then like squint a bit and then yeah, that'll work. Anyway, I don't think my chat has brain damaged me enough just yet to do that. Soon, maybe, like you know, and give it another few years. And
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
fair. That's fair. Awesome.
Well, I mean, I got the baby coming, right? So maybe I'll sell myself. I
Yeah,
don't know. Could happen.
Ooh,
do it.
do
We'll
it.
do anything for money, guys. Log in. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
All
Oh,
right.
Kermit Gate
anything for money.
Kermit
Kermit
Gate,
Gate,
guys.
baby.
Yeah, the
That's
Kermit
still-
game tattoo,
you-
you'll hit 40k easy.
And what platform can we
Mate.
find that one on, Steel Mage? Please give link.
Not Twitch TV. Not Twitch TV, guys.
You
It's
will,
only a
you will
24-hour
need
ban, dude. It's
a
all
cuck
good.
shed, Steel Mage. You will need a cuck shed 2.0 soon. Okay, trust me, bro. If you depending on the size of your house and where the baby's located, all right, you are gonna need a cuck shed 2.0 ASAP. All right, so you better get that fucking gaping tattoo on
You have an
lock.
architect that can like, talk to
I
you?
can hook you up. I got some deets. All right, bro. I'll hook you up.
If ever you feel like you've got too much money, Steel Mage, Quinn69 can step in and give you some advice.
I'm the architect, guys.
All right, we'll end it there. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow for launch, and good luck. Bye. All right. Bye.
Damn, wasted no time. All right. So.
Bye bye.
That's fun.
Subscribed for 102 months.
Let's end the streaming together thing. The fuck do you end this thing? And shared chat. Okay, you're free chat. And collaboration. That was fun. Do you guys have fun with that? That Kermit Gapey mode is so cursed. Plans out? Yeah. You know, it was interesting. It was interesting. Bring to that. Okay, let's look at the gems, dude. Let's look at the gems. I guess it's gonna be pretty hype with like the new wand skills are gonna be
Music just
thick, right?
resubscribed for 79 months.
New ones. Check the new patch notes. There's new patch notes. Also, this time I've downloaded Path of Exile on Steam and standalone just fucking in case. Like, if I have issues like last time, I will have a full-on breakdown. Is it linked to the right account this time? Yeah, so it's linked to 2. There's no way around that. Also, I got invited to like Nim's like New Year's show thing. What's that? It's like a New Year show for like streamers. I feel so relevant. It's really nice. What type of headphones? This is Steel Series. New and changed EMs. Dude, I am so excited for tomorrow. By the way, that was a really hard podcast for me to do. I was so fucking hungover. I had a friend visiting from like he's coming back for he's lived in China for like 14 years or something. And he just moved back. So we went out drinking and I had whiskey. Okay, I want to share something really fucking cool with you guys. So I have my 10-year anniversary coming up of being a partner on Twitch. And I've asked my editors if they can make like a 10-year anniversary highlight video kind of thing. For the music, I reached out to Camille, who does the music for Grinding Gig Games, and I was like, could I hire you to make a track for me? And he was like, yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit busy right now, but I'll make time to do the track. So do you guys want to hear the song that he's made? I'm also going to be using it for like intro, and like when I make a new intro, I use it for that. But this isn't available anywhere yet. He will be uploading it to his channel. And it's like an early look. He's gonna be changing the song a little bit, but he said like this is already a good enough version to share. So I wanted to share with you guys. Because I thought it was like so wonderful. So I gave him like a bunch of reference songs of like these are the kind of things I like. And yeah, really, yeah. What's the volume? Okay. I'm not gonna yap. I'm just gonna enjoy it with you. And that's so nice. Can't believe somebody asked if that was an AI song. Yeah, so that was a song I commissioned Camel to make for my 10-year partner anniversary. 10 years of streaming, being partnered, been one hell of a journey. So we're gonna do like a highlight video for that. I'm also gonna have my wife is commissioning like a Etsy artist to make Ziz coins. So I'm gonna have 25 Ziz anniversary coins made for the first 20 or something subs to hit 10 years. Can you make Ziz NFTs too? No. For a second I thought you were going into crypto. No, they're a physical coin. F? No F. Huh? What? Wait, can anyone hear me? Twitch.tv/Cizzern. Wait, my stream's not loading. Doesn't load for me. Weird. The fuck? Weird. Oh, okay, I'm back. Weird. I don't think that's on my end. Do you have a list of those closest to 10 years currently? I believe there is something like that. Fuck, I don't remember where to find that though. Subscriptions? Subscription names? No, that's channel subscriptions, Cizzern. Bonus subscriber benefits. Partner. No, that's just the onboarding. Dude, I forgot about the bounty board. It's never a thing. Man, I don't know. Search for subscribers. I feel like there is a way to find it. YouTube works perfectly? Yeah. Founders page? Yes. Where's the founders page? That is what I'm looking for. Founder. I don't know how to find that. Searching for it doesn't work. I do have a 10-year badge already. Man, I don't know if I love it. Do you know, this is such a stupid feature on Twitch. I always wished that you could like, that you've unlocked every badge. Do you know what I mean? So like, if you really like the 7-year one or the 1-year one, you can choose to use that. But that's the 10-year one. It's in subscription analysis.
Call just resubscribed for 19 months.
Here, let me channel name here. Okay, I'll put Scissor in. Okay, loading. Okay. Yeah, cool. That shows. So, oh, but not all of these are still subbed. These are just like, these are the people that actually could. I don't think Curb is still subbed. Right? No, Percy subbed for 6 months. Siore and Sai and Bertini are gonna be the first. Silva has one of my free subs. Oh, it shows here who subscribed. So yeah, Sai, Bertini, Silva, Waddles. Is Waddles still fucking subscribed? The fuck? Oh, but he's for 46 months. He is a founder though. Mind Touch. Holy fuck, he barely talks in chat. Is he here right now? Mind Touch. User Mind Touch. He's at 190 months. He's actually I just dropped by now and again. Crazy though. Deactivated. Oh, I can probably delete that then. And give one more person a founder. Still and Ciore. Well. Yeah. I think are you getting the coins costs? I don't know. I don't know. It was like it's like £800. So like nearly $1,000 for 25 coins. I don't know like what the stuff is. See, who's the account deactivated? Okay, I can bin that person. Boom. I don't know who that was. Oh, cool. Friend of mine. The founder now. Nice. Still around. Why not drop? That's a league start. Song with crisis? Yeah. Resume casting because 3D printing is like there would be theft? Yeah. Or nearest skills for TD. Yes, I gotta reach out to people that have 120. I don't know when you're on Twitch as often as I am. I mean, I feel like it's almost necessary to have turbo. Excuse me. Cheated. Yeah, side number 1. He needs number 6. Crazy. Let's see. What's this though? Wait, what? What's this? 2012, bro. Not his main account though, but crazy. Crazy. Old. Hi! Hi, Silva. I'm gonna get you a coin. I'm gonna get you a this coin. I'm glad to hear how you did. You know, it's interesting. Whenever, like, for the people I've given a free subscription for life to, like, they don't get to share resubs. Does it have chocolate? No, I think it's metal. I'm not sure, though. Yeah. Chocolate. 7 days. Uranium. Glow in the dark. Fun for the whole family. Fun yeah, rug pulling, yeah, behind, yeah. You can give lifelong subs, you can give 3. You get 3. Who has all of mine? I think Nasroth is the last one. It's Vyro, Nasroth, and Silva.
13 months. Ziz Crab.
Yeah, you only get to give out 3 ever. You get to sub a bot for free. One singular bot. Thank you for the prime. How's Arc Raiders? That's out now, right? Renaissance, thank you for the sub.
Benazance 23 just subscribed.
But yeah, you only get like, you get 3 subs per channel. I think a lot of people don't even know that you can give out free subs. Hey, Ziz, I'm pleased to say I'm doing better. I took your advice of doing anything fun, so I started programming. Oh, nice. Are you posting your starter on YouTube? Yep. You can give lifetime subs as a streamer? Yep. A lot of streamers don't know about it, though. Can we go over the gems? Yes. Yes. Can. That's it on me. I already have used up my 3. We're prepared. Gem level 20, quality 20. Con flag. Did that get buffed?
Yugu can just resubscribed for 13 months.
Wait, isn't that viable now? 2.6 to 3k. That's a pretty substantial buff on the fire damage over time. Base is still the same. Sagus is more intended to be a dot. If it stacks with Blast Rain of Trathis, it might. I have no way to test or properly make the POB. Why wouldn't it stack? Can't you check that right now by checking Fire Trap and Blast Rain of Trathis? We're putting out a video for the starter. Yeah, Spectres with Helmbreaker. Explosion 2 works with elements. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, is that a change though? I don't see any change to that. Risky after POE. 80% more damage with hits and ailments now. Oh shit, wait, that is a big change. Wait, isn't it just insane now then? Hold on.
Raven
First thing I say
one
hits
just
only.
resubscribed
Wait,
for
actually might be
19
good now.
months. Hollows is another league start, another subscription.
Ravi, thank you. Thank you for the 19.
all the content. Looking forward to seeing you slap new Ubers.
Interesting. Okay. Kinetic rain. Oh wait. Thunderstorm. 300% more damage from the explosion. Is this the tornadoes? Combining the dot and ignite is kind of trolling since you want a +3 bow for dot. Yeah. Yeah. Kinetic fusillade. Did this get nerfed? Large nerf? Yeah, the podcast is over. Kinetic rain of impact. Somatic shell. Wall of force. I mean, Wall of Force is so huge for the game. 12% more per projectile. Deal 12% more damage per previous fired in sequence. Maximum 12 hovering projectiles. Wind burst. Can you check Archmage? Yeah. Kinetic instability and living lightning. I really hope living lightning is good. Like, it just like it looks so fun. New 7% more damage per trauma. Okay. Don't matter. Well, a lot of changes. Base mana cost. Wait, is this playable now? Aren't you super fucked for mana now? Isn't it gonna be like literally like 700 mana per cost? It's just wording? Was it base cost before? Oh, okay. It already did. Okay. Alright. The cat. Cat is real.
Well, that's exciting. I'm hyped. You guys hyped?
It's good. It seems pretty well tuned in that regard. They can be dangerous for you as the player, and I did die a couple of times when I got like a really spicy breach. Especially if
many
I also
graphs
happen
does he
to like,
show?
clear a lot of
How
spawners
much
and
do we get
get
to
surrounded
see?
or catch caught
So
by
wait,
surprise by one of the
Will Ziggy be the only person that actually got to play this then?
faster ones. But that's the sort of thing that I want. I want to be like dying because I get overwhelmed, not because like Aelith dies while I'm blasting monsters. They really focus on you, the player. So even I think lower DPS builds, you should still have a pretty good time with this. I think
What are
that
you
shows
gonna
GG
lead,
is learning from previously.
So I mean, I don't think Conflag looks solid enough for hardcore still. It might be, but it's a bit risky. I'm pretty settled in on Spectres. Yeah, sorry. Do it. Do it and then we can make a guide for it. Damn. Spectres for me. But I don't think people will enjoy that as much.
So after obliterating Weaver with Kinetic Rain, I grabbed the Kinetic Instability and Sacred Wisp support. Sacred Wisp is unsurprisingly great. It's just more attacks after all. And Kinetic Instability is good for boosting clear, but it doesn't seem to have any usefulness against bosses. It basically summons orbs on kill that can detonate on any other enemies that are still alive in the area. So I foresee this support being used for things like breach farming and other dense, clear focused content only. Throughout the rest of this run, I swap wand skills pretty often and mess with supports and things like that, just so I can see how wands are feeling overall, and not just the new skill. I didn't want to just be like, oh, the new skills, obviously, I'm, you know, a bit overpowered. I have to say that I was pretty happy with everything I tried as well. A nice help is those new kinetic ones that come up every so often, maybe like every 12-ish levels or something like that. There's certain breakpoints where these things rotate around. These new ones can only roll attack mods, and that's just a big help. Chucking a flat damage essence on them usually resulted in something quite usable, and gearing overall while leveling was quite smooth with the extra juice from Keepers of the Flame too. There were quite a few graphs I didn't try, for example things like the Grey Wind Howls, which removes elements.
Wait, Vans, you must be pretty close to 10 years, right? I don't know if you heard, but I'm gonna do like first few people that get 10-year sub is gonna get like a coin.
Damage. That one, for example, seems like it could be absolutely cracked at endgame when you can do things like apply elements to yourself after all. But obviously just less useful while leveling and not really something I could test while leveling, so I didn't really bother giving those a go. There was some, for example, that gave buffs at low life, which, you know, aren't really that good while leveling if you're not playing some sort of forced low life build, but if you're like a petrified blood build or something, then that's great. So around Act 3, the gear crafting started getting much better from the Genesis tree. I was able to start biasing it and improving what dropped significantly, making sure that they had better links and nearly always had an intelligence requirement, for example, so that I could use them. My plan was to see if I could get an SSF5 link using the Genesis tree system by Act 4-ish, so we'll return to check on that plan soon and see how it goes. Early Act 3 I got my first rare graft as well, an Icicle Tull graft. These can have up to 4 modifiers, and the 2 prefixes will always have 1 power mod for you and 1 economic mod, so those are things like graft blood gained or capacity, or increased chance to find certain breach related drops. And then the 2 suffixes can be power mods for the graft itself. In this case I got 1 modifier here that was 50% increased damage for the falling for the graft itself. In this case, I got 1 modifier here that was 50% increased damage for the Falling Crystals skill, and that's a pretty big deal when you think about it, because that's just straight up 1.5 times damage, since they don't have any other sources of scaling. They don't work with your scaling, so that's just 50% more, right? That makes this one quite chunky. It's good to see that those modifiers are going to potentially be quite impactful if they're cooldown or just a ton of damage, for example. Partway through Act 3, I started getting these Ancient Womb gifts as well. These ones give you uniques, as well as I unlocked that section of the tree so that I could start using them. These ended up printing some pretty decent leveling uniques as I went, and I didn't have any of the additional nodes to actually make them better as well that you'll get later on. But what I got was great. The Yondar's class was pretty good get for wonder leveling especially. It's a nice attack speed and extra damage.
Well,
I tested Power Siphon out for a bit, and it's solid. It's, you know, obviously not as good single target as some of the other skill options, which is not unusual for that skill, but it has that quality of life of the auto-targeting around you. And soon after that, I remembered the new Wall of Force skill, and I decided to test good old Kinetic Blast. So the oldies among us may remember when you could wallbang Kinetic Blast off Frost Wall for infinite single target damage back in the day. Well, they brought that mechanic back in a much more controlled and reasonable fashion. Wall of Force permits you to shoot it to trigger Kinetic Blast explosions on top of bosses, just like we did back in the day, but the wall is much more reasonable. You can only have one of them out, so they have a longer cooldown. It can only take a certain number of shots before breaking. So it's much more balanced, but it's still a really powerful tool for bossing on Kinetic Blast to smooth out that single target if the boss is not near a wall, for example. A bit after this, I get another fun new graft skill too, the Battering Ulgraf's Return to Dust skill. This summons a bunch of breach hands to slam a boss for physical damage with improved stun. So the one that I got on my witch there was actually from a really old womb gift that was quite underleveled for these zones, so the damage wasn't very relevant. But I did get a chance the next day to test a more appropriately leveled one on a warrior that I was running through. It's maybe not as OP as some of the other ones. It only targets rares and bosses, but it's kind of one of my favorites just for being hilarious. And when it does high roll and you're, intimidating a boss, for example, so they take increased damage from it, it can chunk pretty satisfyingly. Before I jump back to the Wanda, I also found an Eshcraft on this warrior that summons lightning boys to explode on enemies and lay shocked ground, which you can see against Val here. I'm sure that'll get some use. Anyway, back to the main story.
That's good for
So
lightning
wandering
thunder.
on my made up on the fly build was only getting spicier as I progressed, and after popping Calm, I finally get a chance to test my 5-link theory now that I'm high enough level.
Oh shit.
And sure enough, the Genesis tree does what it says. It does not disappoint. It lets you strongly influence what gear it creates, and by investing in nodes for body armor and lucky sockets and links, I was able to start printing 5 links. Like, really, printing 5 links.
Wow.
So the provisioning tree for gear allows you to quickly influence the attribute requirements heavily and also specify slot type, for example,
Huge.
making body armor a really good choice for pushing for linked gear. And then there's also this minor node and major node that give you extra rerolls on sockets and links for a total of 160 rerolls. And that is well over the expected number to get a 5 link on an item. So with my tree, I just quickly rushed for intelligence, body armor, and sockets. It's just simple and powerful with a ton of customization, this tree. You can do this, or you can focus on getting jewels, you can focus on specific weapon types or quivers with specific modifiers. There's a lot of potential here. Like late game, there's going to be some really interesting potential.
I think
with
grafts can help
the ability
make
to
lightning
improve
thunder
modifier
one
tiers
build from that thing.
significantly, restrict unwanted modifiers from rolling, as well as trimming the lowest tier modifier from an item to give good potential crafting bases too. So it's a solid self-found dream for sure, but I'm sure there'll be interesting trade applications too. But leveling, really
No
nice.
inspectors.
You can just get those 5 links cranking.
I do
I'm not
want
going
to
to show
play
much
one
else
at
of the
some point.
tree. There's a lot more here to discover, obviously. I just wanted to give you an idea of what GG is doing with this. I think it's probably one of the more clever reward/crafting systems that they've done. So not long after that, I got the chance to take Kinetic Blast and Kinetic Rain into Malachi, and the results go as you'd expect. Pretty well. I decided not to push much further than this on the character, as, again, I don't really want to show and spoil everything with these previews, just give you an insight into how the systems work, and some first impressions on the new content. Yeah, just to whet that appetite a little bit more before release. GGG set out here to carefully take a beloved and simple league,
Mandy
Breach
soon.
with its kill monster and circle gameplay,
Dan.
and they tried to preserve that while expanding its appeal to more people with less clear speed challenge focused design, like for example the fortified breaches, right? Like obviously you don't want to get overwhelmed by them, but there's no sort of like, oh, I don't kill and move fast enough, so I'm not like pushing the breach out as much. That gameplay still exists with the basic breaches to an extent. But they've expanded this content out to more builds, I think.
Yeah, I
and
feel
first
that,
impressions,
man.
this
Enjoy,
seems
man.
to work really
Take the
well
rain.
too. I definitely quite like
Watching
the
the
hives,
video.
the fortified breaches. But what really impressed me overall, I think, was the graft skills actually being quite fun. Them being interesting and impactful in the campaign was just like such a good surprise. I don't think they'll be quite as meta warping as the mercenaries were, they were definitely pretty huge. But they are a fun design, and I hope they can scale well into endgame too, as I'm pretty excited by the potential to use 2 of them at once. I was also pretty impressed by the Genesis tree as a reward and crafting system. There's some real potential here. I touched on this in the Q&A live stream, but I think that the tree is a brilliant way to break something like crafting down that's just so naturally complicated and hard to understand kind of all the steps that go into it. This is just like such a good way of communicating a concept like that. But I definitely think if this proves successful, we could see it influencing future designs for
That's
other
cool.
mechanics in the future. Something about like allocating these nodes, like allocating resources to kind of put a craft recipe together. I think there's some real potential there. Anyway, I'll leave it there for now. I hope you've enjoyed this wander about the breaches with me. That's it for now. I'm Ziggy D, and thanks for watching.
G'day, mate. G'day. Ziggy D. Ziggy fucking D, mate. Cool. Cool. Stuff. Make sure you're sub to Ziggy, give him some love. You mischief allegations. Dude, I'm so glad we have so limited PoE drama. Did the video end up getting KR nerfed? Maybe. No, my saving schedule's already fixed. I'm like I'm still a bit hungover from yesterday, so I'll go to bed pretty early, I think. What up? Just finished balancing Kinetic Rain. What are you doing, chat? There he is! There he is! Get him! Get him, chat! I love that PoE drama. His ex-person doesn't know how to make builds. I know, it's so much nicer. Ziggy was the only person that got to play good Kinetic Rain, and he was like, fuck it, no one else can have this. He nerfed it. That's so funny. That is so funny. Oh, you played with ZD for a few hours. That's so good. That's really good. That's nice. Served its purpose. Yeah. That looks nice. I'm going Spectres. Conflict did get buffed, so that does look maybe doable now. It's still a bit. What mechanic will EA excel at least? Or breach? I think it is a pretty good breacher. It 100% just use both Conflict and Bro FT. Yeah. That's on crit. Yeah. Still have to record a few videos. Do a practice run with Bank and MB. We're probably playing at least start together. But it's good for Expedition. Do you recommend an ultra wide monitor? I don't. Yeah, we have a bunch of starters up now. We have more coming too. New changes, just scroll a bit. "31st. Added 161 more foiled maps. 197 more foiled unique items. The stack size of gold has been globally increased by 15%. Penalties to Harby, Legion, Ulti Expedition, Abyss, Bestiary, Reflection, and Harvest mobs have been lowered. Gold fees for most basic currency items have also been reduced. Divine Font can be used on corrupted gems. Cool. Need for dedication now. Spectral Helix of Trethus got buffed. Right.
Dark Bessin just resubscribed for 30 months. Badge upgrade day woot. Hyped for League.
Hi for League? Dude, me too. Me too. Dark thing for the 30 months. I'm genuinely so excited. I honestly like this is definitely pretty up there for me in least I've been excited for. Just like the in-game auction house is so nice. And the crafting is so nice. There's so much quality of life. Oh, and I'm so excited for like the bread items, the foulborn items. They look so cool. I genuinely don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight, but I'm so tired. I will sleep easily. I could go to bed right now. I was vomiting all night. It was rough. I like never drink whiskey. Oh, I get nauseous just thinking about it now. I think it
Vapidoo
might be the
just
last time I
resubscribed
get
for
that drunk.
27 months.
It is literally 18 years since I was last that drunk. I don't like being drunk. I really dislike being drunk. Sure, well I barely drink. I barely drink. It's my first time drinking whiskey. You're gonna stay up to wake up at lunch? Yeah. Like I've been so the problem is that I don't remember. And I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like honestly it felt like letting somebody else play on my account. I didn't like that at all. I don't think I'll ever have more than like 2 drinks now. Which I usually don't. I usually have 1 drink. Um Mamba, Poison Assassin with Karatha, Vectors. The other side of your brain took over? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've only been so drunk I don't remember 3 times. And I didn't mind the first 2, because I was like very young and single and stuff like that. But now I'm a parent, which changes things a lot. Do you know, I've never seen my dad drunk. And I like that. I would never want my children to see me drunk. The Detroit Insider took 4 minutes to load in my head out. I was crying. So funny. No, no wonders. I feel like so many people are doing that, so. I had like a really nice Ciroc vodka. 3 more builds coming. My dad was an alcoholic. It was on Poggers. Yeah, I bet. Seen my mom drunk once and never seen my dad drunk. I think it's a good thing. I don't think you should ever be drunk in front of your kids. That's funny. Happening. This intro is my favorite. It's the sound of your own voice when you watch it? Nah, I don't mind. Dude, people are so upset about that this is with like Ostrix and not Tatantiel, but like Tati is like not league starting this and I feel like it's so weird. It's such a weird PoE community thing that like one person I hate it when people do it about my builds too. Like sometimes it's not even like I made the build, but I like popularized it, and then people are like, "Why are you playing Zizrin's build?" It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. GGG makes like the builds. So stupid, dude. So stupid. Yeah, Ostrix is great. Tati said he'd be down to do a collab for like next league. How do you feel filming these intros? Oh, they're pretty fun. I can pause Dolly or Lab Runner. I don't know, it's so stupid. I don't have a tier list. This is my favorite.
at the bar, you drink whiskey. Favorite ever to film? Probably the ED Contagion ones. You know, Mario playing his instruments, but yeah, it's so silly. I hate it. Like, I would understand if it was something like something really niche, like, you know, like Impending Doom. Like those builds were quite niche, right? So like if you go Impending Doom and be like, oh, I came up with this. But it's like I feel like no one that makes any build is really trying to be like, yeah, guys, this is my build. It's just like, here's a POB. Like, I don't know, it's so weird. Like, everyone looks at POE Ninja and looks at other people, and it's just so silly. So silly. So weird about it. Stolen builds. Very rare someone comes up with something that isn't like a obvious thing. Most critters, I say, is my version of the build. Yeah. I know what to hear what they do. Yeah. Everybody owns ending. Yeah, I think it's so stupid. Like, I don't know, like, for like a solid, like, 10 leagues, I was just like stealing a Noogie build and repurposing it. Like, even like Voltaxic Spark, which I got like, that's like one of the first builds I was known for. It's like Blade Flurry and Voltaxic Spark. And obviously Blade Flurry just fucking, it's just such an obvious, easy to do build. And Voltaxic was just me seeing Noogie use Voltaxic on Stormcall, and I was like, wait, this works on Spark. And I started doing it on Spark. Yeah, Lockstep. It's rare that somebody creates a build that's very special. Yeah, it does happen, but it is quite rare. Like, I would say that 99% of builds are very obvious. Like, there's a few different ways to do it. Dude, honestly, the most annoyed I've ever been was there was this one guy arguing with me on Reddit about Explosive Arrow and how I was copying Palsteron, which I was a champion, he was an elementalist, and I was like, what do you mean? How am I copying? And he's like, well, you're both using Explosive Arrow. And I'm like, so only one person can use a gem? It's like, well, you have almost the same skill tree. And obviously elementalist and champion, completely wildly different parts of the skill tree, right? They're like very far apart. And I'm like, 30% of our nodes overlap. And he's like, well, you both have elemental overload. And I'm like, yes, we do both have elemental overload. I did not know that keystone was blocked. It's so weird. It's so strange to me. Yeah, Chaz. It's so dumb because I feel like you very, very rarely have creators try to be like, no, this is my build. We did back in the day with Morris, I guess.
I'm too slow for the
Those random viewers. So weird. Chaos Practice League though? Yeah, I've been thinking about Chaos Practice League. I'm gonna end soon, record the last 2 videos. Does anyone know? There's an atlas out, right? Can I make atlases? Oh, nice. Well, 4499728. What's that? 4429 what? PoE planner. I've updated the Maxroll one. No, sweetie. I'm about to end. I'm ending now. I'm ending now. Yeah. I'm gonna record 2 more videos. Then we're gonna do a practice run with Embu and Banked, and then I'm gonna play some ARAM. Vortex time for the year. Motep time for the 58 months. Sweetie. Taita is such a sweetie. He really is. Sweetie. Hope you had a good stream, dude. I'm gonna finish WoW Raid, then record videos. Nice. Hi, Xis. You still hate me? No dude says very important. RS3 news. Did you have the vote? Oh. Though you could make a vid to sort stash in hardcore if you come from softcore. Oh. Yeah. That's true, but apparently. Right, this depends on the raid. I should order some food too. What Chinese food last night? No, I won't be tempted to buy it on League Start. Oh, smart. Smart, bro. Let's rate MP. Yeah, Kinetic Ring got removed from the game. Oh, wow, Vash, that's a lot. Anyway, I'll see you guys there. Another thing about if you have interest before ending. I don't really want to watch stuff. I'm so out of it. I'm so hungover. I just want to drink more water. And order some food. I don't know what to order. Karn moved in. Am I free to create? Oh, what video? I've read MP. I haven't rated MP in a while. Just got nerfed to the ground. But yeah. I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'll be on pretty early tomorrow. And yeah. Good times. How would softcore get the money to hardcore? So let's say that you have 10 divine on hardcore. Then I have 60 divine on softcore. I agree that I give you 60 divine on softcore and you give me 10 divine on hardcore. You just do one trade, log off, log back on the other league, trade again. Video that covers hardcore survivability through the lens of a new player. Yeah, I've done some stuff like that. I should do a new one though. I should definitely do a hardcore survival video. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye. Thanks for watching. See you.
Hey YouTube, Sizzy here. Hey
Bye.
guys, Izrin here.
Bye.
Hey everyone. So I was literally just about to go to bed. Hi, Scissorin here. Scissorin here with Scissorin here. Scissorin here with Scissorin here. Hi, Scissorin here. And welcome to my channel. Wow, that looks like my girlfriend. Sharks is the best one. Go away! Leave! I believe in Sharknado, and you should too. Vote Sharknado to go away! That says a lot. Excellent. Gauntlet will be held on Earth? Yes. Yes, it will.